Welcome to episode 130 of the 5 Letters podcast. You got myself, Yells, you got Cam alongside, you got Bez alongside. Let's get this pump. The 5 Letters podcast. Yes. Episode 130. Bez, Cam, we are here back again. So it's only been a week since last recording.
Yep.
Only been a week since the last recording. Bez, I'll let you go first. Tell us how your week's been and tell us why we're recording early.
So my week has been relatively quiet. Was doing the Prince 2 course. I mentioned to you that I was going to take it and start doing it. So I've been doing like the classroom section of it. So I've done that this week, and now I'm just doing like the studying and going to take the exam at some point. So back in my student phase this week and learning and all that. It's funny because I haven't handwritten in so many years.
That's a handwrite.
Well, it was online, so obviously I was just kind of taking notes and stuff. Yeah, so I haven't handwritten in so long. Like it's mad. That was first. I'm like, I can't even remember how to write sort of thing. And I just like when you're writing certain words and like missing letters out and all that kind of. I'm just like, bloody hell, I haven't written in so long. Yeah,
this was literally me when I was going to. So after like COVID and everything, when I was doing my uni course, the whole COVID period, most things were like online.
Yeah.
And then just towards the end, we went back into like having lectures in person and stuff. And I was just like, let me just like bring my pen and paper. Instead of taking notes on my laptop, I just bring my pen and paper.
Yeah.
And I was like, wrong decision, man. I was like, bro, I'm getting calluses on my fingers. I'm like, I swear this never used to happen as a child. Like, I just don't even know how to hold a pen properly anymore. Like,
I feel like I had like a bit on my finger as well. That was looking all callousy a bit. I was like, literally. But towards the end of the week, I'm like, okay, I'm getting the hang of it now. I can remember how to write again. But it was interesting. It was bit. Wasn't what I expected, but was interesting. So I'll still do the exam and all that kind of stuff. And
So you've completed the classroom bit?
Completed the classroom section of it now. Now it's just the additional learning and just kind of revision and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but it was interesting.
Have you got the exam booked in? Or?
Nah, not yet. I'm gonna do a couple mock exams and just kind of do some revision and all that kind of stuff, and then I'll book it in when I'm like, because it's like a 60% pass rate. 60% mark to pass, and then it's multiple choice. So I'm like, in the kind of mock questions they gave us, that was for so you have a foundation and practitioner, and the practitioner one was the ones they gave us in the lesson, and I did like 50% of the questions in that. So I was like, for the foundation should be okay, but I need to want to tighten up that revision and make sure I'm not scraping through sort of thing. So I'll do that over the next week, next few days, and the following week probably as well. And also I'm going to Cardiff, Wales, on Thursday till Sunday for a few days. It's one of my friends' birthdays, so just gonna go link up with them and have a couple days out, go have a bottomless brunch, maybe climb a mountain, go hiking.
Maybe climb a mountain.
Go do a bit of hiking, might do something like that depending on how the weather is, and then see a couple of castles and things like that. But it's gonna be a long drive, but it'll be nice. It'll be
driving
nice.
Down there.
Yeah, driving there, man.
Eesh.
Be a long drive, but it'll be alright. I've driven to Bristol and Bournemouth, place like that, so it's only a little bit further.
Yeah, but you go in Bristol and then you keep going.
Yeah.
I feel like when you hit where you go in Cardiff.
Yeah.
I think Bristol's maybe halfway, maybe.
Nah, it's not that. I think Bristol's like 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Cardiff's like 150 miles maybe.
Okay, maybe it's not that bad.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the furthest I've driven, because I think I haven't really gone up north too far. Yeah, myself driving anyway. Furthest I've probably like Bristol or Bournemouth at the moment. So, but it'll be alright. That's me. That's mine last week and the next week. What about you lot?
It's only been a week. I've done literally nothing. Nothing to speak of. I've just been working. Yells.
Right. What have I done? I went to a birthday party. It was my girlfriend's sister's birthday party. So that was a nice little vibe dinner. and dinner and dancing as you do. That was a good time. And what else have I done? Have I done anything else? Oh, went to the cinema, which we'll talk about later or in a bit. And then yesterday, that's what else I did. Yesterday I went and saw Coco Jones in concert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun. It was definitely fun. Yeah, like she mostly did songs for her new album, which is pretty decent to be fair as well. So it was a good time. She did Here We Go. Big song at the end of
that one.
Here we go.
You singing your heart out?
Singing my heart
Singing
out.
your heart out?
No.
Laying down the side, man.
Nah. I'm not really like a sing at the concert type of person, really. Like, yeah, like I kind of, when I go to a concert, I want to hear the artist's performance of the song like more time, and especially because I know when people are singing their heart out, it winds me up a little bit. So I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
Like necessarily. Like I'm like, it's one of those things where like on the one hand, I'm like, absolutely, you paid your money, enjoy yourself. On the other hand, I'm like, I don't want to hear you wailing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
if the voice isn't there, then
yeah,
you just
it's like,
keep it down.
yeah, like we're literally next to this one girl, like her and her two friends were there, and it seemed like she dragged them along because the two friends didn't seem too interested, but she was like belting out every song. And I was like, again, enjoy yourself. I love it. Like you're obviously very excited to be here and whatnot, and you should enjoy yourself to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm just getting a left ear full of your like.
I'm not even hearing Coco. I'm just hearing you.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like. So I'll sing along like if I know the lyrics to a song or whatever. I'll sing along, but it's more like a mutter.
Yeah.
Than a belting it out.
So I was gonna say because I remember I said like when going theatre, is it poor form to like clap and sing and stuff like that in concert? Is it fine? Is it? Because I've not been to a concert before, so
you not been to a concert before?
Nah.
That's wild.
I've only been to one.
That's wild for both of you. Then I've been to countless. Literally, I couldn't tell you how many I've been to. Musical is definitely worse form to be singing along and clapping at a musical
Because it's quiet. I mean,
But
not quiet, but it's
People give it woo and things like that, but
it really depends what show you're going to.
Yeah.
So, but the range, if there's a scale, the musical scale ends well before like the concert scale ends. But like if you're going to you can go to a musical that's quite serious-ish or like highbrow, maybe not serious, but people consider it to be quite highbrow. And then that you shouldn't be whooping, you shouldn't be clapping after songs. You should just let the show clap at the end.
Like a cinema, just to be quiet and just
watch the show, listen, enjoy, and then at the end when the actors come out to bow, that's when you clap, and then you can whoop and you can do whatever at the very end. Then there are other shows where potentially it's okay to like after they do a song, applaud, and like the curtain comes down after like a scene or whatever, clap.
Yeah.
Like whoop, whatever. And then I personally don't think there's any musical occasion where you should be singing along at a musical. I don't think so. Like that's I know some people do, but if you are going to, again, I think it has to be the muttering.
Just the
like it shouldn't go any like it should be within your seat. It should just stay
who's next to you. That's it.
Yeah, if you're there with a friend or someone, maybe they might be able to hear you. That should be it.
Yeah. Which is pretty much what it was when I went. It was you had the clapping and stuff. You had the occasional woo, but it was pretty much just
watch.
Yeah, watch, listen, and then
you can shimmy, you can dance in your seat a little bit. Yeah, like you don't have to just not be involved at all, but your involvement shouldn't be taken away from other people's enjoyment. Yeah, i.e., they shouldn't be hearing your voice over the actors. Yeah, like. Whether that's singing or whooping or whatever, like, shouldn't be that. Yeah. But with concerts, I would say concerts you can go a little further. Like people belt their lungs out at concerts. Like that's just undisputed. And I don't think they're wrong to. It's just not my style necessarily. Yeah. But to
be fair, I feel like I've seen a lot of videos in the Beyonce concert where that song she had when everything pauses or something.
Well Stat.
Yeah. And then everyone was singing that and then they'll do the Well Stat. And then everyone stops, and then they start singing again.
Yeah. And again, like, you're not gonna tell people to go to a Beyonce concert and not sing along.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's how people engage with those songs anyway. Like when you're driving in your car, whatever. Like certain type of people, not me necessarily.
Yeah.
But certain type of people be in their car, like belting their lungs out, like. And so obviously when they go to the show, they want to do the same thing, which is absolutely reasonable and understandable.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's acceptable. I'm just like I don't really want to hear it.
Yeah, fair.
But that's why I don't mind rap concerts, because it's not so bad. If someone's screaming a rap lyric, it's not as bad as if someone's like
trying to do a power ballad.
Literally, it's like a Coco Jones like R&B show, and I'm like, you're missing these notes. Like, it's
What if they're trying to rap along, but then they don't know the words? They're just making
like LeBron James.
Oh dear. Then that's a problem also. It's like you gotta like, or at least like if you're offbeat, like you gotta stay on beat. You gotta be like, again, like you gotta be part of the music. If you're gonna be part of the music, you have to be part of the music. So yeah. But it was a good time. And like Here We Go went off as well, which was great. Yeah. That was it. So cinema. I think we all went to the cinema in the last week, right?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Yeah.
To watch Demon Slayer, or did anyone watch anything else?
Nah, just Demon Slayer.
I think I only watched Demon Slayer as well. Yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1 has been out in the cinemas recently. I think this kid is actually in there training, bro.
Yeah, the way he's dressed, he looks like it.
Sorry.
Or is it his son or something?
Maybe. I thought this is a boring day out.
Come to the gym and watch Dad train.
Yeah, get wrecked. Sorry, yeah, we got this vlog on from the world's most dangerous gym or whatever. And we went down this rabbit hole somehow, and we're just leaving it on, and we're watching it, and there's a kid in the gym.
It's very interesting.
It's very interesting because they're training like lunatics. They're actually training like, I feel like this is like how they train in prison.
Yeah, probably. I reckon they train. This is way more crazy than they train in prison. I reckon so. Yeah.
I feel like this is my image of how they train in a dangerous prison. So I feel like there's a range of like prison types.
Oh yeah, fair.
So I feel like if you go to the prison with like all the like people who are in there for murder and all of these sorts of stuff, I feel like this is how they train in it. If it's like maybe like well, definitely not a white collar prison, but if it's like a
Class B or
in there for possession or whatever, necessarily, maybe not so bad. But yeah, I feel like if you're in the gym with the murderers and the rapists, they're probably in there doing
true. Yeah.
Like, manly. Look at me.
Trying to just show off their masculinity and trying to, I'm the top dog. What? Lift harder, lift higher.
Yeah. They're probably in there fighting too as well. So.
Yeah. Well, my man got punched in the neck a second ago, so.
Ooh.
See there, that handbag's going on. Don't touch me.
This guy has just been accosted at every turn, though.
He's not level with them.
He's not, but he's smaller than them. He's literally the smallest. He's big. He's way bigger than I am. Way bigger than I am. But compared to the people in this room, he's one of the smallest, and I think probably one of the oldest as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm judging him too harshly, but he's wham. But he's not as big as these, man.
Yeah. I don't even know who he is, because he said he's your like trainee, like he's a new person to the gym or something.
So maybe.
Yeah, this is crazy.
He's just
probably saw a video and emailed them. And
maybe.
And they said, pull up then, isn't it?
And look, I want to see my man, the cameraman in the back with the camera. I want to see him train. Why is he not training?
He's a cameraman.
He's not even recording.
He's not recording though. That's it. If you ain't recording, you can train, bro.
But there's a bunch of guys who are just standing around not training. But this guy in the red's not training.
He's
but he was there in the other video as well when he's laughing. When
was that him when he got punched in the stomach?
No. It was when Will was like, I'm training with these guys later.
Yeah. I wasn't
talking about that.
I know that guy in All Red, the one who had his hand
All
under
Red that was doing that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see him in the last one. Sorry.
But yeah, the guy with the glasses and the do-rag.
What happened to hoodies?
It's too hot now.
He backed off the flannel and now
he wasn't even wearing the hoodie. He was wearing the flannel shirt, wasn't he?
Yeah. And no shorts, and he's wearing those are three-quarter lengths. which are technically shorts as far as I'm concerned. They're just long, slightly long shorts.
Yeah,
above the knees.
The point is to cover up all the muscle and not be like.
That's what I'm saying. You're not showing
posing
off
in the mirror. So that you've got your whole.
You got your calf out still.
Yeah,
you can still show up the calves. He's got the forearms and the guns out. That's the thing. You can't train. Like I feel like training in trousers is difficult for, especially doing like this things like this, because it's just
training in a full-on hoodie as well.
Like, that's
so hot,
too hot. I'd pass out.
I do that sometimes.
Training in a hoodie and trousers. Yeah. Madman. You don't pass out. You don't get too hot.
Pass out.
So like, but again, like for me, my thing is, I feel like I just run colder than you two, just in general.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like my thing is, if I was doing like cardio, I would get hot.
Yeah.
I can lift, like I was saying to Cam, like I can do weights, like me and Cam were talking off mic earlier. I can do weights and I'm probably not going to be sweating. Like whatever. Cardio, different question. But weights, I'm probably not going to be sweating. I'm probably not going to be that hot. My heart rate's probably not going to be that high.
Yeah.
I can do it in a hoodie and trousers. Like it's only if I'm trying to do, I think trousers, when I'm wearing like tracksuit bottoms, it gets prohibitive if I'm trying to do particular exercises like I don't know, like lunges and stuff. And I'm trying to do some leg movements and it's kind of not be cooperating in that way. But other than that, if I'm doing overhead press, I can do that in hoodie and trousers.
Yeah,
no problem.
I don't know, because like for me, it's like, even though I'm similar to you, to be fair, like cardio, sweat ridiculously, but then like once I get off the cardio machine, I just dry it. I just stop sweating. Cool down. But then even I feel like with a hoodie on, I just wouldn't cool down. I'd just be hot the whole time, and then
just retain the heat.
Yeah, exactly. And then like free weights, my heart rate is quite high. It's not it was about 120 sort of high, and then on like machine stuff, it's down to like 80, 90 something. Yeah. So that's where I cool down. But then on the free weights, I'm still quite warm. So it's like I definitely couldn't train in a hoodie or tracksuit bottoms.
I went to the gym yesterday, and I was wearing a track top. So not like a full hoodie, but like a track top. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do my warm up with the track top on because, why not? And then I'll back it off when I start doing weights. And then about halfway through my weight session, I was like, I swear I was meant to take this off. I was like, well, I've been wearing it now. Whatever. Just keep going. So yeah. And was I wearing? And I think I was wearing tracksuit pants. You did it yesterday. Yeah.
Crazy.
Doing leg presses and all that.
Yeah, this would kill me. Like just the way that like I think that would kill me. I get so hot. I think I'd pass out.
Then again, I'm not training like this. I feel like training like this is a net.
Like these men are full on sweating, like they're drenching
because
and everything.
They're doing cardio exercises.
Their heart rate's up.
The way how they're doing that press, like the speed and
they're doing
whatever.
A full body push.
Yeah, it's like
and they're like hopping,
literally
mini hop to push it up
because it's not heavy. It's just the reps of it, and it's just like bam, 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 and they're doing it quickly as well. Like if you do like 5 overhead presses at a normal rep, you're not going to get too hot. But doing those like short, that's almost a cardio. It pretty much is a cardio.
It is basically What are you saying? Go to the gym tomorrow. We'll try this workout. See how far we get.
No.
I wouldn't be able to lift up the bars without any weight on them. My arms are weak.
You definitely could lift a bar, you silly person. That's so funny. You're probably stronger than me. I keep saying this. I think you're probably stronger than me. I've been going to the gym almost consistently for roughly a year now, or approaching a year at least. And I feel like day one you'd walk in and be stronger than me.
Maybe, I don't know.
Not even. I just think you're pure because you're still bigger than me. Remember?
I feel like you've got the muscle. I've just got pure fat.
I feel like I'll be more athletic than you in most athletic endeavors, right? Yes. So I think I can probably run faster than you, run longer than you, like these kind of things for sure.
100%.
But I still think you walk in the gym and lift like 1 rep max heavier than me. I might be able to do certain ones for more reps or whatever, potentially. But I think just pick this thing off the floor one time. I think you got me. I think you'll still have me beat.
I have to test it someday.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm always curious to try 1 rep maxing because I'm just like, I have no idea what it would be. But I feel like you could, because you'll go do something heavy and you'll be like, oh, I struggled to get on the 9th or 10th. Yeah. But then like if I had struggled on the 10th, I can probably do like another good amount more than just for one. Yeah. So I'm always curious. I never tried it. I'm always curious, but I'm scared because I'm like, I need someone who can. If I can't lift, if I can't get it back, then yeah, someone's.
But the thing is, you just need someone who can just give you that extra 10%. So that between the two of you can get out.
Yeah.
Like, because I've seen like I've watched videos where like people are being spotted by their girlfriends and shit.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
It's just literally like I can't get it, but me and you can.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to be able to lift this by yourself or anywhere close to being lifted this by yourself. But just as long as we together can
you just able to just give me that extra little bit of that I'm missing to get out to get. Do
you know what I've done? I've never done a 1 rep type situation, but I've done like 2 or 3 reps.
Yeah.
And like just keep going. So like I would do let's say I was doing deadlifts, I'd do like 70 kg and then I'd be like do 1, 2, 3. Right, okay, cool. That felt okay. 75. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, like it felt cool. Like rest. 80. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's really cool. Maybe I need a bit more. 82.5 or something. 1, 2, 3. Cool. We're getting there. And I'll just keep doing it until I get to like maybe I'll do 2 and I can't do the 3. And then they have calculators, and so you just put in what you did 2.
Oh, okay.
And they will calculate approximately what you could do 1. And that's just a more safer way of doing it. So you don't actually
that's a good idea, actually.
Push to that. I can't even get. So I would do like do it until I can only do until I do either 2 or I can only do 3. Sometimes I'm like I do 3 and most of the time I do 3 and I'm like I could probably do more than this, so I add more weight.
Yeah.
But when I get to like I could only just 3, I'm like cool, stop. Plug that into the calculator.
Yeah.
It'll tell you roughly where it estimates you would be able to do 1 time.
I have to give that a go because that makes a lot more sense than just doing 1 rep where I could die because I can't get up, but then I can't put it. Yeah,
literally no idea.
Literally no idea what it could be, and then also just racking the weights up to do 1 rep just feels like to me such a long ass task. It's like, what is the point in this?
Yeah. Like, it's crazy because when I last did this, I was gassed off my deadlift numbers. I was like, come on. Because it was like it's not even a little bit impressive. Like if you're a lifter, it's not impressive at all. But for me, I was gassed because I was like, it was well above my body weight. Like 1.3 or 4 times my body weight, something like that.
Jeez.
And I was like, yeah, I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. I'm like, and that's not a lot. I'm a light person, so that's not a lot of weight to begin with.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
I mean, for anyone lifting 1.34 times your body weight, that's good though. Like, these men are ridiculously where they're lifting 2-3 times their body weight.
2-3 times.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, I feel like as a just normal kind of good basis, if you can list like 1.3 to 2 times your body weight, that is amazing. Like you're smashing it. Well, even you're lifting your body weight is hard. So if you can lift over 1 of your body weight, you're doing well.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do my body weight in like things.
Yeah, but I think again, like I feel like with a lot of these things, it's just easier when you're like. So for me, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, but I'm like, I know that if I put on 10 kg, the result in like how much that the weight goes up by, I wouldn't be able to keep up with it.
Yeah.
So I think like. I mean, I guess unless that 10 kg maybe it's just pure muscle. Yeah. Like it would get difficult. But yeah, so like, it's, again, saying like pull-ups, when we were talking about pull-ups earlier today, I can do a decent amount of pull-ups. Not massive, like loads, but I can do probably more than most people can. Yeah. But again, because there's not much of me to pull up. so it helps. That helps.
Pull-ups are, for me, a struggle, big struggle. Yeah. Start half repping them though, and then I'm gonna be hitting 40 a day. 40 a
day. Yeah. I do want to get one day. This is such a tangent. This is not what we're meant to be talking about at all. But I do want to get a pull-up bar somewhere, like in the house.
I wanted to get one. I think I had one somewhere in my parents' house, but I lost it. I don't know what happened to it.
Look,
light work.
Stricter form than half of these man as well.
But my worry is the seat. I'm like, can the
hack it?
Yeah, can the door hack it? That's the only thing.
That's literally me. But I was like, yeah, it'd be so good because I was like, I literally want to be able to be one of those people that are like, okay, walk through this doorway. One. Okay,
Yeah.
just literally like 1,
Just
2.
one,
Cool.
real quick.
Just one time, real
Just
quick.
one quick one.
Because I do want to get like I can do pull-ups, but I do want to get my numbers better.
Yeah.
Like I do want to be. I want to be one of those guys. You see them calisthenics guys, and they'll just be up there. And then
Just
and then you'd walk away. You literally walk away, come back 5 minutes later, and you're still like 102, 103. It's like, damn, bro.
Started doing cross training. Oh, look, what was it? CrossFit and high rocks doing
and
them
all
kind of
these-
things. Yeah.
literally. Like a little man's working. Man got that up.
Good job.
It's about the effort, bro.
He's literally in there walking around, like shaking it off, like, yeah.
Dapped up twice.
That guy's so skinny though.
What a kid. Why are you saying that? Of course he's skinny. He's like 7 years old. No, he's probably older than that. But still. Are they finished?
No, he's unlocked to the vest now. He's allowed to take his hoodie off. Nah, he's having a beer or something. Or was that just sparkling water?
I feel
or
like
something?
this was easier than the last one we watched.
100%.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. Like, when you
Just
think...
their circuit was so much easier.
And it was... Yeah, I was going to say there's less to it, but it wasn't actually. The last one was just leg press and then squats.
Yeah, leg press, squats,
And
and
push-ups.
push-ups. And this one was overhead press, squats,
squat.
and deadlift.
Overhead press, push-ups.
Push-up, yes, sorry, push-ups, not squats. And look at their eyes. Their eyes are all just mashed up.
Because you're like... "Arrgh." But yeah. Like, the thing is, I could do a circuit like this,
Yeah,
just way
at
less
reasonable weights.
weight. Way less weight. Way less weight.
So I might I need to have a look at this guy. Was it Hadi Abdul, the guy's YouTube? I'm gonna have a look. Might actually try one of these with a normal weight, not with.
No, I say you're gonna do this, and then next you're gonna come and be like, "Yeah, I'm doing David Goggins like marathons and stuff." Like,
Is he doing like 500
yeah,
miles or
like,
something?
Stay hard.
Yeah. Nah, no way.
He literally wakes up and then goes like he wakes up at like 4 a.m. and goes running for 2 hours.
It's ridiculous.
Like every day or some shit. Yeah, stay on. Yeah, madman. I think he's literally here. He puts Israel.
Yeah, the bald guy. Yeah. I've seen this. Oh, it's Israel Designer's got a YouTube channel. I didn't even know that.
I know we're doing this. But yeah, back to Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, out of. No, what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I was meant to say. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle has been out. Jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
That's a high-level athlete, you know?
Mm-hmm. He's doing it with him as well, the whole, like, proper... Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
He's just there laughing.
Yeah, that's... Stuff like this is always crazy to me when I'm like... Someone who's a professional athlete is getting smoked in, like, cardio by just someone who just does cardio.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this guy, like, I feel like martial arts, like cardio, is so tough. Like, you run for martial arts cardio. So he's not new. He's going to be not new to running. He's not, I feel like he's not really new to any of this. It's just the amount.
Mm-hmm. It's just pushing him way beyond
what he
normally do.
Which, yeah, insanity to me. Like, anyway,
Demon Slayer.
yeah, Infinity Castle. That's how I want to train. I'm training for the Infinity Castle.
That's you were training.
Yeah. Literally push this boulder. Literally, no, but that's like literally in terms of that previous thing when they're like, "Oh, you can't." What do you mean you can't? That's literally what when you're pushing the boulder. It's like, what do you mean? Push the boulder, bro.
Push the boulder. I can't.
Like the boulder's the size of a house. It's like just push it. You have to move it. 50 meters or something it was, isn't it, or something?
It's like, yeah, it's like some long distance.
It's like, what do you mean? I saw you did that previously though in one of the earlier.
He had to cut the boulder before.
Oh, cut it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's one he has to cut it. And he just keeps breaking his... I don't know if he breaks... Does he break his sword on it?
I think he
must.
does. I feel like he does.
Do. And then he just like speaks to the dead and then gets it done.
Yeah. But yeah, so we all watched Infinity Castle Part 1. Out of 10, what we saying? Since you're hesitating, I'll go first. I would give it 7.5/8. It possibly would have been higher if it was about half an hour shorter.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, 8 as well. Maybe, yeah. The length of it was just mad.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8 as well. I only had an issue with the length of it because I was really tired when I went to watch it. I feel like every minute was worth it.
No, I disagree. I feel like the last half hour I could have lived without.
You didn't want the story of Akaza.
Condense it. No, it wasn't.
I feel like that, yeah, they just need to condense it.
I was like, I appreciated like learning more about his character because Akaza is a bad boy.
That's he literally sick.
Yeah,
Gangster.
and I appreciated that. I just don't think we needed like an entire that. If this was a TV show or like if this was the series, it would have been an episode and a half of flashback almost.
Yeah.
I just don't think we need that much.
Nah.
I think I got the picture of what they were painting. Like I was like, oh okay, yeah. So he was a rough kid on a bad path, then became on a good path, and then that good path was ripped away from him, and so he went back onto a bad path. They really could have not speed run it, but they could have got through that in 10, 15.
Yeah.
Rather than 25, 30.
Yeah.
For me.
I think similar with Zenitsu's brother guy. His one was shorter, but I still feel like it was like I didn't need it much really. Like I just give.
There was quite a lot of flashbacks actually.
Yeah, I feel like everyone had a flashback pretty much. The woman whose sister was killed by the
Miss Kanroji.
Yeah, she had the flashbacks and stuff.
I feel like her.
Just to interject, if you haven't seen this movie, we've already started. We're giving spoilers. So
yeah, my next statement is big spoiler. I feel like her death had no impact on me. Like,
damn.
I was like, I'm watching it and I'm like, surely she's not gonna die, and she dies, and I was like, oh, okay. I
was like, Miss Kanroji, she's the one that's been nursing Tanjiro back to health at times.
I mean, she's not even there half the time.
He's staying at her facility.
Yeah, but she's not there.
Nah, I thought it was good. Her death actually got me more excited for the rest of the movie, because I like it when characters die because it's unexpected sometimes.
Yeah.
I really thought she was going to go plus ultra.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to behead him straight. Like, because the whole thing was that I'm too weak. I can't
or the poison would work or something like
I didn't think the poison would work. I literally thought she was going to go plus ultra and behead this demon. Because the way how they were like talking about it, like, oh, you're too weak. You're too...
Yeah.
I thought like she was like going to do like the typical anime thing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the typical anime thing of like, that's what I was gonna say. The typical anime thing of leveling up through rage. For her case, it would have been rage, but like it's either rage, power, friendship, one of these things. But I was like, one of these typical anime things is gonna happen where she's gonna level up, get her mark, and now she's gonna have the strength to behead him. He's gonna be caught napping potentially, so maybe they weren't like necessarily nerf him completely. Maybe he's too cocky or whatever. That's why he gets beheaded.
Yeah,
but I really thought she was about to behead him. Like, she's going to run out of poison. It was going to look hopeless. She's going to flashback, remember her sister, and the power of, revenge.
From the minute one of their fight, I was like, I don't see how she could possibly win this. This is the number 2 of the 12 Kizuki. I don't see
how she does. Yeah.
Not like, I don't see how this person who hasn't really been in the show that much.
Yeah.
Kills this guy of so much importance.
Yeah,
my feeling was he's not important.
Yeah, I mean, he's not been in it at all. I was like,
yes, he's number 2, but also he's not important at all.
He's not important yet, but because he's number 2, he has to be. He likely will have. In my head, and I was like, this guy likely has a bigger part to play, and someone more important than her is going to kill him.
I can understand that logic.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah, but I was just like, he's just not. I was like, Tanjiro, in my head, I was like, okay, so Akaza is number 3, and Tanjiro has to be involved in that. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, the higher numbers, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9, are also not really important. I can't even think of who any of these people
They're all gone, aren't they?
They might be all gone already, yeah.
Well, yeah,
because
so
4
the way it happened was the spider demon is number 5, I think, of the lower.
Yeah.
And then after he dies, Muzan kills all the rest of them, all the lowers.
Yes.
And then the Mugen Train guy is then the lower number 1.
Yes.
And then obviously they kill him too. So the lowers are all dead.
Dead, yeah.
And then every person they beat going forwards from that is
upper rank.
yeah, they just go up the ranks.
Okay.
But also, he clearly replaces them because the guy Zenitsu fights is upper 6.
He's 6, wasn't he?
And
Yeah.
then
But
the
he just
woman playing
becomes.
the
He just
thing is upper
becomes.
4.
Yeah, he just became. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
became.
Oh yeah, but 4 was the like pot guy, wasn't he?
Yeah,
or something?
yeah, 4 was the pot guy
I
before.
forgot that they. Yeah.
But my feeling
Or 4 was the emotion guy. And then
Oh
the
yeah,
pot
yeah.
guy was 5.
Yeah.
my feeling was Tanjiro has to be Akaza.
Yeah.
Or has to be involved in that. And for the number 2 guy, because he hasn't really been in the show or that important, any Hashira can beat him. Like that was my feeling. I was like, anyone can beat him, and they've given her a story reason as to why she wants to beat him. So I was like, that's fine because he hasn't been that important. Then I'm like, then the end game is going to be obviously Muzan and then the number 1 who I'm very curious about.
Yeah, so much.
The guy with the beads. Yeah, he's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you mean the guy with the eyes?
The
Oh,
eyes,
yeah.
Because of his hair. I'm like,
he was a. I'm pretty sure he was a.
He was a demon slayer.
Slayer,
The first
yeah.
demon slayer. Yeah.
Yeah.
they've said that.
Yeah,
I think they hinted at it.
because when he turned someone, he turned number 6. He turned Zenitsu's brother or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, it takes longer for.
But he doesn't
and
say because
no,
of me.
He says.
Oh yeah, he said he took
however
me
long.
3 days. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, true. The stronger the swordsman, the longer it takes. Yeah.
And then also in the Swordsman's Village, the like robot thing is
It
based
looks
on
like him.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
pretty
be
sure it's
sure
just
it
based
is
on him.
him.
It has
That's what
to
I'm
be.
saying. This is why that was my thinking. I was like, is this the same guy or is this just like his brother or something?
Or is this just a demon impersonating?
But I'm like, and I feel like
Doesn't he also look like Tanjiro's dad?
yes, yes.
See, this is where I was confused because when I was watching it, there's a flashback where there's a guy who I assumed was Tanjiro's dad holding a baby, which I assumed was Tanjiro, talking to a guy that looks like the demon,
Yeah.
and he's like a roaming person, like, and then he saved the family, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've assumed that was Tanjiro's dad talking to the guy, and I was like, that's when I was like, wait, is that guy not meant to be Tanjiro's dad? What's going on?
Yeah.
So I'm fully confused about this guy. I don't know who he
This
is.
is what I'm saying. I'm
And
intrigued.
then also the robot was based off of
Someone from way back.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't think it's Tanjiro's dad. I think
Oh no, it's not.
I think it's too close to home. In that case. But I'm very curious about who he is and what's going on in that regard.
And Tanjiro's dad dies of just
Yeah, and I
regular
think
illness.
he's just and he's aware. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tanjiro is aware of what happens. Israel's getting his ass kicked by this thing,
He's covered in sweat.
and he keeps going up and like he's moving like
Yeah.
you know
he's
when you're like
uncomfortable.
Gotta get-
Got to try and get a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I reckon number 1's gonna be a gangster though. He's
100%.
oh he's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
he's
gonna be
gonna
gangster.
fight all of them.
That's what it's gonna be, innit? It's gonna be like one of the Hashira is gonna come in and start fighting number 2, and then the rest of them all gonna be fighting number 1 or something.
Something like that.
Probably the brothers are gonna fight number 2, and then
Because that's what I was gonna say. If not Kanroji, who beats number 2 then in your estimation? Who? Because I don't think Tanjiro is gonna. Tanjiro has no reason
there's
to
no
beat
reason
him.
for
He's
And then
fighting,
also, it's
Muzan.
gonna be a waste of time. It's gonna be a waste of time. So I'm like, I feel like Tanjiro is gonna move on to number 1 and then Muzan. And then
I
I'm
reckon
like,
Tanjiro should be written off until Muzan's the next villain.
is it gonna be?
I feel like Tanjiro has to be involved in number 1.
Yeah,
Like Tanjiro has
there's
to-
going to be a link there. There's going to be some kind of link there. Ever since I saw number 1 and then that old character,
Yeah.
I'm like, Tanjiro is linked to these people somehow.
Yeah.
by
They have
some
the
history
same
or something.
earrings, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They're like same village. They're same clan, same something.
Yeah.
Same bloodline.
Yeah, 'cause
the
he-
son, whatever.
That's what I said. He's even confused about where the not the Kanroji, the Kagura, the Himegogi, whatever, Kagura. He doesn't really know the background origin of that. And I feel like number 1 is going to be something to do with that.
Yeah.
Hinokami Kagura or something.
Yeah. But I feel like Tanjiro's got to be written off. He's
Ran for what?
I mean,
Like,
he
he was
did
finished.
get pretty
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Like,
But they're all getting bad. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So my man,
Like Zenitsu and him, the water breathing guy. Like,
But that's what I feel like them lot are gonna be like they'll be.
I think the next movie is going to be all the characters that are in some of the characters that are in the movie that don't do anything. So you're going to get an Inosuke fight. You're going to get.
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Inosuke could take number 2. Give it Inosuke.
But why
Power
not
of friendship.
Kabuchi then? Give it Inosuke. Why not?
Give it
Inosuke's a bum.
Inosuke's just a bit more- he's a
Zenitsu
bit more
beat number
important.
6.
Zenitsu's the gangster. Though.
He was
Zenitsu smoked that guy.
in fully G mode, wasn't he? He was not messing about.
Zenitsu has always been that guy. when he's serious. Literally, when he's
He
serious.
won't show anyone.
Literally, when he's been serious, he's been that guy. Inosuke has never been that guy. Not at any point has he been that guy. So I don't see. And also, Zenitsu beat number 5, who had only just been made number 5.
Yeah.
Versus number 2, who's been number 2 for centuries. Like it's very different levels here.
Yeah.
Like it was even said. Someone even said like if he had time to master his blood demon art, the fight would have gone differently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm not. Don't think Inosuke
He might-
would need help. It would need to be Inosuke and someone else.
Yeah, he'll be involved because there's not any other. I guess there's number 4 still, but there's not any other like upper ranks, is there? That we've seen, I guess.
Well,
There might be some other ones coming in.
Well, yeah. Well,
There's
there
number
could be
4 that
another-
plays the thing, but I feel like she's not going to be that strong.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, someone's just gonna-
It was like surveillance, like
Yeah.
and also controlling.
And
the-
changing the thingy,
infinite
this
also.
environment. But then I'm like, who will Inosuke fight? Because he's not going to fight just any like random. He's not just going to keep going through killing random demons. He's going to have to fight someone who's going to give him a good fight.
He'll probably fight number 4. I feel like that would be a good matchup because he's like a century type.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be strength. She's gonna
So
be
just
tricky.
tactics, changing the environment when he's going for
and
it.
I think he's gonna have to figure out how to use his beast instincts.
Yeah,
to figure
mate,
out
yeah.
how to take her out. And so I don't think it's gonna be a physical struggle for him. I think it's gonna be a mental struggle for him
Yeah.
to fight number 4. And I think that would be a reasonable scout for him to get someone who's not massively strong, because I don't think he in universe is massively strong
Nah.
himself, but it's still a high level ranking demon.
Yeah,
So I think that would be quite interesting
Yeah.
for him.
that would work. And I think, I feel like the brothers are going to fight number 2. So the white head
Together,
one,
and
yeah,
the gun
and the gun one, yeah,
and they piece it up after that. Yeah,
yeah.
they finally make peace.
And
Finally.
and then the rest of them will fight number 1.
Yeah,
Because you got the snake guy, the woman with the pink hair,
the love woman, love
Yeah.
breathing.
love breathing,
Love
Got
breathing.
the boulder number 1.
Yeah,
hash.
yeah,
Love
him.
breathing.
And then who was he with? He was with the smoke guy, wasn't he?
Because with the small
The one with the blue eyes,
Mist
yeah.
breathing. Yeah.
Missed, yeah. And then they'll fight number 1.
They'll fight number 1 with no, they're not fighting number 1 until Tanjiro is there. They might fight Muzan and lose.
I don't see how they get to Muzan though, because Muzan's in like that.
Oh yeah, with
That
the
4 has
thing.
to go first before Muzan even gets found, I reckon, because she just ended it,
Yeah, that's
created
true, yeah.
all the new places and stuff.
Maybe they don't do a big fight then. Maybe they come across some other numbers that Muzan's made recently.
That could also be, they just make some random demons out of
I
nowhere.
was just counting because they did call out like how many higher ranked demons that were there. And they said 5, and so that would be number 2, number 6. This is before he died. So number 2, number 6, number Akaza, and then number 1
And number 4.
and number 4. Yeah. So that's all of them. So unless he just makes another one like right then during the
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
which I don't know if he can do from like
His
far away.
position.
Yeah, from where he is,
Where
yeah.
he is, he's like, yeah. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there's some strong demons that aren't numbers. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't think they can have that fight without Tanjiro involved.
Yeah, no, same. I don't see how they fight number 1 without Tanjiro. Maybe they fight number 1 and somehow manage to not kill him but also not die. And so they get the run back. And then Tanjiro is there for the run back. Because
Yeah.
I feel like number 1 can't lose in the next movie. Muzan can't lose in the next movie.
No. They both probably have
I
to.
don't know, because then if 2 and 1 go down in the next movie, and the final movie is just Muzan, it's a long ass movie for just Muzan.
That's what I was
probably.
gonna say.
But
That's what I was gonna say. Like if it can't be 2.5 hours then.
Nah.
Definitely
I
can't
feel
be
like
2.5
2 and 4 go down. Not 2 and 4. Yeah, 2 and 4
2 and
go down in
4.
the next movie.
Yeah.
And then there's 1 and Muzan left.
I reckon.
And then we get the full wrap up of the whole story. You get all the
Yeah.
information at the end.
Yeah.
I reckon the next one ends with 1 having all the Hashira like down on their knees, like just looking like they're about to get,
Timing.
yeah, looking like they're about to get beat, and then the movie ends, and then
Whoa, whoa, Ichigo shows up. He was a demon slayer all along.
It's gonna take Tanjiro and Master and Sunbreathing to beat that guy.
Yes.
yeah,
Are we getting a training montage? Tanjiro. That's what we're gonna have. So next movie, Tanjiro is gonna be healing up and training.
How's he gonna train in the middle of the Infinity Card?
Somehow, bro. How did that's where Ichigo was training in
Waco Mundo.
Yeah. He was training in Soul Society.
Training Soul Society and
Everywhere he
Waco
goes.
Mundo. Yeah.
In the middle of big old wars.
That's what I'm saying.
He's out here training.
Main characters train wherever they need to train.
They can literally do the exact same thing as that what happens in the Soul Society, where number one might want to fight Tanjiro, and someone's like, "Give me 3 days. I'll train the Stone Hashira or whatever. Give me 3 days. I'll train him. It'll be a worthy fight for you." Because that's what happens with against Byakuya, isn't it? Where
Yeah.
Yorichi's
like, I'll come back in 3 days and he'll beat you.
But it's not give me 3 days. It's I'm taking it.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm back in 3 days. And he's ready to fight, ready to beat
You
you.
could have stopped her, even if you wanted to.
Well, maybe she should have just beat him, but anyway.
She 100% could have. Like,
literally, sometimes when I think about Yorichi and Kisuke, I'm like, these people were.
but it wasn't their fight.
It wasn't
lazy.
their fight, but I'm like, they're way too involved, but also way too reserved simultaneously. Like, it's not your fight, so don't get involved, but you are involved, so then be involved. Like, tight timing. Right, it is what it is. But yeah, so quick overview of what happens then. It starts obviously where the Hashira training arc ends with everyone being sucked into. It actually gives a short recap of how the Hashira training arc ends.
I thought they would have done more of a recap of it though, because it's so long as well. I thought they would have had a bit more of a recap of the show.
Fam, I literally forgot who was restraining Muzan and how and why.
Yeah, same.
And then they said it in the end. It was the other
The woman,
lady.
yeah.
But I was like, yeah, Muzan was being restrained, and I can't remember how. Like,
Yeah, literally.
Well, I watched it the same
I know
day.
that's it.
You went straight into it.
I was
Yeah.
like, why are we getting I literally just saw this an hour ago. Why am I watching this again?
No, I could have done with a little tad more of a
Yeah,
recap,
same.
just to bring me more. I kind of needed, in fact, less of the recap that he actually gave, and more like the recap of the leader of the Corps. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Him dying and saying to my man, "I'm going to sacrifice myself." No, I remember all that. Give me the particulars of where everyone is and why. That's what I need a recap of, really. Like I even forgot that my man with the gun was even I see him running. And I'm like, why are you here?
For everyone, all of them were there.
Like,
Everyone got sucked in, didn't
I
they?
know,
Yeah.
the whole core. But
Yeah.
I completely forgot.
You thought it was all the Hashira.
The people who were there.
ones who were there,
I thought
yeah.
it was
Who were
like-
actually
I thought it was
there.
like the Hashira that were there and Tanjiro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, oh yeah, Zenitsu and Nosuke, okay. And then I'm like, wait, but why is he here? Then I'm like, oh, the whole
They
core
just
got
sucked in everyone, yeah.
Fairs.
That's what I thought, because I just thought they'll be like, oh, it's a movie we're putting in the cinema. We want more people to watch it. We'll just put a little recap in for anyone that's going to come in here to watch it and get a good idea of what's going on, sort of thing. That's what I thought they would have done. But they just give us a little bit of the end of the Hashira training arc.
This is where we're at.
Yeah.
And this is how we got here. This was like the last 5 minutes of how we got here.
Yeah. I didn't remember that he spoke to the Stone Hashira in the show. I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
I thought I knew he spoke to people. I couldn't remember him speaking to the Hashira.
So
Yeah.
that after he kills himself, you see like a
See
flashback,
a flashback of that.
him.
Yeah.
Because
talking.
the Stone Hashira is on job. Like, he's like, we
Yeah.
have to go. And he tries to behead Muzan immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
And they do. I think they do behead him.
They do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he like straight up beheads
And
him
it
straight
just
away.
regenerates from
Yeah.
that. Literally, yeah, I remember he literally just comes through. He's like, I have to for the master.
Yeah. Takes his head off with his.
So they think they won, and then
Clean, yeah.
No, he never thought they won.
Oh, they didn't? Oh, they knew.
From
He
day
knew
one that he
Muzan
was going to
gonna
grow
regenerate,
back.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, all right, we have
We
to
have to
fight
wait till
until
daytime.
day-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. So anyway, it starts with a little bit of a recap of the Hashira training arc. And then it pretty much moves into people running around. And then we almost immediately go into Kanroji versus number 2.
Yeah.
Like we were saying before, I thought she was going to level up, even though she's not strong enough to behead demons, which I think is crazy.
That's crazy. You have a sword, just slice their heads off. What are we talking about?
And the fact that Tanjiro is slicing through boulders and stuff, like, it seems like the ability to slice in this universe is not directly correlated to
Physical strength. Yeah.
Unless Tanjiro is just like that. I don't know. I don't know.
Also, with the speed that she has, she must be able to move her arms with some sort of force.
And that's also like a lot of like in terms of cutting, there's speed, there's strength, and then there's the sharpness of the blade. And if you don't have strength, but you have speed and a sharp blade, you can get quite far with that.
Yeah.
And I think, so I'm a bit like that. I'm calling cap on that, especially that she's a Hashira.
And not being able to cut regular demons as well. Like just
can't
the base
cut no
level
one.
demon.
Yeah.
Can't cut a demon's head off.
And then any man is cutting like just random demons
that's
there
what I'm
caught,
saying.
but people
This
are
is-
cutting their heads off.
Guys, you
Yeah.
can't even do breathing techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah. Demons' heads off.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it was a case of like she tries to cut him and then it's like, oh, I can't cut this particular demon because I'm not strong enough and he's like a number 2, understandable. But yeah, the idea that she's never beheaded a demon in her life. Yeah. And she's a Hashira. It's preposterous.
How she make it to Ashura about killing a demon?
Just off of
No,
poison.
she poisons them.
Poisons them, yeah, about beheading
But
a
I'm
demon.
like, how? Yeah. But
This was the thing.
I guess the poison's that level.
Like this is a small tangent, but I was thinking about some of them. Their swords are just wonky, and I feel like their swords are based like they would only make a custom sword like that for someone who's strong. But also their swords are
Oh,
part of
dear.
their like gimmick and their strength. Like with her, for example, the like tip of the blade, whatever, being the way that it is how she administers her poison. But how was she doing that before? What, did she just have needles? Was it her
no,
regular
you
sword?
kind of. I don't think it's custom in the way that you're saying, because remember they just kind of can go to the swordsmith's village or go to the swordsmith's village and meet a swordsmith and be like, hey, I want this, because that's kind of what Tanjiro did. He just but with the weird guy.
But I feel like they were just making. I feel like
They
there's
were just
no-
making.
I
They
feel
were
like
just
there's-
making swords.
Yeah, but I feel like there's no way they're making custom swords like that for just a basic any.
If you find the
Demon
right
Slayer.
swordsmith and you give them the story,
Maybe.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure, yeah, we can do that.
although in the swordsmith village, like the bit that gassed me so hard was when my mum was just sharpening the blade.
Yeah, just not moving.
And he's about to get killed. He's about to get murdered. He's like, I'm sharpening this blade. I don't care. And I was like, that's gangster, man. As I have to protect him.
I'm not moving
so he
till
can
it's
finish
finished.
the blade. Utter madness. So anyway, she gives it a good old college effort. Poisons my man multiple times. Slashes him up multiple times. But she's just not fast enough, not strong enough.
The poison's just not
It was
strong enough.
crazy
He
when
feels
like right when she got there and he had the woman and she was like he was gonna kill them, and then she like did that bit where she grabbed the woman from beneath him and she's like,
Oh, yeah.
it looked sick, like she was like, oh, she had a moment there.
flashed it.
Yeah, and then it's like the woman just goes and just falls apart.
That
You're
was,
like,
I've never seen that before. either.
literally, I was like that was sick. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
expect that. I
Usually
thought,
What, the
hero-
movement speed? Or
No,
the,
no,
her dying still?
her still dying, yeah.
Usually the hero saves the person and the person just
and then
saves.
she go out and run.
But it was the way that she saved it, and he was like, "Whoa, quite quick, very impressive." And then there's like, but he was obviously quicker.
yeah. Well, it was sick.
yeah. I don't think I've seen that happen in any other anime. I think it's literally just like they get saved.
Yeah, it's normally the
Yeah.
common trope. They get saved, then they run off and flee. Go and get help. Bring them here. Tell them where I am.
He keeps invoking himself to throw up. This is gross.
He's just feeling that bad. He's just like, I have to throw up.
Yeah.
And my man's just walking off casually.
But I think he's been on the bike the whole time. He's been hopping off the bike for like the last 20 minutes. And he looks fresh.
yeah,
as
he
well.
looks like he's not even breathing hard. Like
he looks like he's just been in a fight. He's UFC fight. He looks like he's just come out of the cage, out of the octagon.
that is crazy. Why would someone want to put them through this? Like, you have no need to do this.
Stay hard.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
fair.
what-
Fair.
gotta stay
That's
hard.
what he would
Taking
say.
himself to
Stay
new levels, man.
What is it? You don't. You stay ready, so you don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
That's what this is. You don't know when the apocalypse is coming. Oh my days! And you're doing
Wall
wall
sits
sits.
after that. Bloody
Oh my days! You just did. You ran, stairmaster, cycling, and now you're doing wall sits. Are you serious?
crazy.
Fair enough. Only at the 5 Less podcast do you get random like tangents. Right, so she gave it a college. She gave it a good try.
She did. And like her final attack where she tries to cut his neck off.
Yeah.
Or his head off. It was a good effort. And she gets through his neck with her pointed tip. But Can't slice it.
Yeah.
So and then so now her apprentice is gonna fight him, and I'm like, you have no hope.
Please don't.
Yeah, you are. I'm like, this guy is so dead.
The thing is, we're saying that someone is gonna come and help her. Are we sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's stronger. She can behead him.
It would be wild if she just does it. Like I'd be like, that feels
can't
very
happen.
disrespectful.
That would make any sense.
That would be very disrespectful, but we've never seen her fight before, so she could just have that stuff.
She's got two generations worth of trauma. So you've got the Kanroji's sister died. Now Kanroji's been absorbed, and she's witnessed Kanroji be absorbed after not getting her revenge. So she's taken on the mantle of that revenge and her own revenge. So now the power of revenge once didn't work, but the power of revenge times 2. It's gonna
Power of revenge squared.
Yeah,
Go crazy.
It's gonna go crazy.
And she's got
Free
will now.
And she'll get the mark as well.
I didn't know she was training for the mark before.
She wasn't. But
She's gonna get it. She'll unlock it.
Tanjiro wasn't training for it, and he got it.
Yeah, he was. I mean, okay, before, no, he wasn't.
No.
The first time, no.
It's just that.
Actually, that's true. He's had an impact on her already, so she can just tap into that from when he flipped the coin.
Oh yeah.
He flipped the coin and said, "No, just do what you want. Do what your heart says," instead of flipping the coin to make.
When was that?
This was like season
when they first
2?
met, almost, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is like when he was leaving after he was finished healed.
Yeah.
Being healed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She used to flip a coin to decide what she was going to do.
Yeah.
And he was like, "If I flip heads, then you can just do what you want."
Mm-hmm.
And then he flipped it. It went heads. And so now she just does what she wants.
Oh, okay.
Needing to be told or having to flip a coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how, like an extended fight with her, to see how strong she actually is.
She's been training she's surely been training one-on-one with Kanroji for years. She's really quite strong.
I mean, yeah, she's definitely going to be like.
And when they did training before, she was stronger than Tanjiro when they trained last. Obviously, he's leveled up mad times since then. So she's going to be, I reckon she's going to be a Inosuke level. So if we're saying Inosuke is beating
Inosuke level now, I feel like she might be above that still.
Probably, yeah. Probably Zenitsu level.
Yeah, I think she's probably Zenitsu level. But I mean, we'll see. But I don't think she kills him. I feel like someone must come and help her, but I don't know who.
Stonehasher. Because he was a part. He was literally a part, but he was a part of that fight almost. Because she was like the whole thing about, oh, I'm so weak, and then
she was thinking about him.
Yeah, it feels so good when someone that big comes along to save the day. So like he's a part of that fight.
I feel like he's got to fight one. I feel like he has to.
Do you know what?
One is not. I don't think one's fighting next movie.
You see, number 6, the Zenitsu's brother. Yeah. I swear that was the same guy who snitched on, or like led the demon to the Stonehusher's place when he was at the orphanage with the kids and that. And one got away because he got caught by a demon, and they said, "I'll lead you to a bunch of other people." Because they have the same.
That was so dread.
I can't remember what he looks like.
That was so dread.
Yeah, it's so bad. But
I
he had
remember
the same
that. I forgot about that.
like necklace thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the same guy. That was.
So I saw that and I was like, I feel like this is the same guy. Surely the Stonehasher is about to pull up.
That literally was like lose your faith in humanity timing. That was so bad.
So snaky.
I can't remember what was the story again. He had the orphanage.
He just started looking after the kids.
And he was looking after the kids. And one of the kids get caught by a demon.
Yeah.
And
so
he's like, don't eat me. Come eat these other people.
They had a rule of not going out, like coming back. They had a curfew or whatever.
Yeah.
And that one kid set out past the curfew, got caught by a demon, and then was like, if you spare my life, I'll take you to a bunch of other people. And then he like destroyed the wisteria essence or incense on the outside. Yeah. And then all after that, he like the Stonehasher manages to save one kid, like the youngest girl, and then when it's all said and done, when the police show up,
she points at him. Yeah, like she's scared of him.
That man's a monster, and he did it.
Yeah,
and then he gets locked up.
Yeah, I remember.
And then the master comes and saves him.
Okay.
Literally,
I don't remember it at all.
I was like, this is so bad.
Yeah, I was like, my guy's life is terrible.
This is like literally. I was like, how do you have faith in humanity? I'm like, if the kids are like this, the kid is betraying everyone, and then the one kid I managed to save betrays me.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why he's always crying, man. The faith is gone.
Yeah,
Just like, I have to just do what I can, but I'm in tears.
Israel's a beast as well, though, man. The fact that he's
Still going.
still doing half of this shit, like,
Yeah, things like sit-ups, he must be good at. Like they're like
yeah.
bread and butter for him. Oh, saying that.
But I think it's just the amount of stuff you've done beforehand. Just
Yeah.
to get into this is crazy. But like, why are you like? This is really like, what are you training for, bruh? Like, because it doesn't even make sense. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense to do all these things in one day.
Nah.
One after the other to the other. Like, you're running, you're stairmastering, you're cycling, you're wall sitting, you're pulling up, and now you're doing sit-ups. Why?
Like, what are you training?
Where did that come from? But again, I think his whole thing, his whole stay hard thing, is similar to the previous people, whereas like, this may not be the most optimal thing. I just like to feel the pain.
Yeah,
I just
do it.
Stress my body in like weird and wonderful ways.
I guess doing this kind of stuff is what makes you have to do more, because your body gets used to it, and then it's like you got to keep doing more and more and more and more to try and get to feel that pain. But
Yep.
getting random, like, Israel's a beast, but like still, look,
Oh my
getting
God.
random people like to come and do it with you just makes no sense. Wait, what's he doing? I'm assuming he's retired now, Israel. And again, I don't think he'd be training like this with this man if he was
Probably
still.
does have a fight. I think it's different with NFL. Like, obviously, I think you have contracts where you can't do fun things.
Yeah,
But also you have a schedule where
every like
It's-
6 months, whatever you're.
it's just fixed in. Whereas I think Israel, like, if he does have a fight coming up, he doesn't have a fight.
Yeah,
coming up,
true, he
so
can do whatever he
just
wants.
Do whatever he wants.
If he gets injured or something, then he can just like
recover
wait until the next fight.
The next fight.
It is the same guy.
It was him.
It was him.
What a snake!
What a
Man's the
bitch.
ultimate
Yeah.
snake. You snaked him and then snaked Zenitsu's grandpa as well. And
So that's when he was young.
Young.
And then he goes over to Zenitsu's place, ruins their life as well.
Yeah.
he deserved it.
Bro, so many people, there was so much mention of suicide in that movie.
Oh, his grandpa.
Oh, he
committed
got
suicide.
seppuku.
I was like,
Suicide.
And then had to die out, and that was horrible.
I was because dad also committed suicide. Like he how does he do it? I can't remember, but he committed
Oh,
suicide
he hung
as well.
himself. Yeah, he hung himself.
Yeah.
Who does?
Was it
Akaza.
Akaza's dad.
Akaza's
Yeah,
dad.
yeah, because he was leaving.
Because Akaza was doing too much
Yeah.
to try and help
And
him.
then
So
obviously
he,
the master commits suicide.
Yeah.
Technically.
I was like, Jesus Christ,
Or
there's so much
sacrifices
suicide in
himself.
this movie.
which the master what?
He sacrificed. He blows up the place to get Muzan.
Yeah.
They sacrifice
yeah,
themselves, innit? The whole family.
yeah. The Demon Slayer leader.
Family.
It wasn't the
Yeah,
whole family.
No, not the whole family, but when she's like, "Oh, my dad, my mum, and my sister," so I was like, "Damn, the kids too!" I didn't realize they were there.
You don't remember they were there?
No,
Like when Muzan's like outside and he's looking, they're like just off to the side playing with their ball. They just bounce
You
back
couldn't
and
send them
forth.
away.
literally wasn't
No,
even.
but I think the point was to make Muzan think that his
It was
whole
a normal
family was
day.
there.
Yeah.
So obviously the one that survived, the black-haired one, I think that's a boy. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be
the boy,
the new
yeah.
master. Then he's got his other two sisters with him. But yeah, Muzan thinks that the whole family's dead now.
Yeah.
So if he wants, I mean, the tradition of killing demons or whatever can live on through his son
Yeah.
without Muzan trying to hunt him down.
You can't keep one child like that. Be like, all right, you just play with the ball by yourself, and you just ip it to you.
Say you're in the bathroom or
something. Nah, that's wild, bro. Sacrificing your
I
children.
mean, they were all about the cause.
They're too young to know.
They know what they're doing.
And they've been brought into this thing from birth. They're not too young to know.
Back on the Stairmaster. Jesus. Anyway,
Yeah, you were saying about the guy committing seppuku, the master. That was harsh. Then he just tried it, and he couldn't finish it. He bled out. It's like
that's how it goes.
no, but they kill himself with the sword normally. Then someone will cut the head off or something.
I feel like when I like read about it, is that you stab yourself, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah,
So you stab yourself, or like traditionally, like they stab themselves and they try to pull it across, but usually they can't like open themselves up completely to the point where they're gonna die. But bleeding.
Yeah.
So they're dying, but it's not to the point of like, oh, I'm dead.
Okay.
And then I'm alive and
But,
bleeding out,
yeah.
but I can't like completely open myself up and finish
Okay.
it. So then usually it's a ritual thing where people are watching.
Yeah.
So someone will
finish the job. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Or they managed to finish it off there, and then that's fine.
I think it's possible that you can, but I also think it probably was quite common that they didn't.
Yeah. But I was like, damn, that's a horrible way to go. Like,
especially because you might have like resolve of like, okay, I've disgraced myself, I'm going to commit seppuku, and then you stab yourself and you're like, oh shit. This maybe wasn't the best idea. Like, so yeah, you might not be able to follow through. So,
yeah.
I do wonder how many times that probably happened where someone was like, no, I don't want to die anymore.
Literally.
Like, sorry,
it's too late. You go there. Ow.
Ouch, Charlie.
Ow, Charlie.
Oh dear. So then, yeah, Kanroji loses, gets absorbed. Her apprentice comes and finds her, and Kanroji gives her the gang sign of like, Papa.
Come here.
No, it's like, this one's strong.
Just like, get out.
Yeah,
Run away.
That's probably what it meant, but she ain't running. Then I think we pretty much transitioned to Zenitsu versus his brother.
The way the absorption was crazy. She's like, just wait here while I absorb her. I like her. I'm going to quickly absorb her. Just wait. Madness.
Yeah, that guy made me uncomfortable, man.
I liked him.
Yeah. And then Zenitsu versus his brother. Zenitsu, this entire movie was in his sleep phase. Like,
but he was awake.
He was locked in. Fully locked in.
How does he get? Does it show how he gets locked in before?
Yeah, he gets the note about his grandfather dying and the reason, I think, also. So that's why he's like, I'm coming for that guy. I know he's here. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna kill him, and that's why he's locked in. Because at the end of the Swordsman's training arc, Zenitsu's like not coming to eat, and like Tanjiro and Inosuke like worrying about him.
What's wrong with him?
And then Tanjiro goes over to him like, what's happening? He's just sitting on top of his boulder with the note in his hand, and he doesn't turn around, doesn't look at Tanjiro at all, and he's obviously not talking much as well. And Tanjiro's like, what's going on? And he doesn't really say anything. He's just like, go, you do your thing. I'm gonna be here. And then
I see.
I didn't remember that at all.
This is what I'm saying. This is why we need someone who's watched it recently.
this thing last week, mate.
Yeah. So he was locked in from the jump, and I'm like, this is the Zenitsu we needed from day one.
This is the Zenitsu I've been looking for. This is like legitimately the reason why I wanted to watch the show, is because I just wanted to see that guy be locked in, because he's just literally got my favorite power of just lightning speed. It's just so good.
So yeah, he pretty much smokes that guy, just rolls him.
It was techie, but I feel like he could have
nearly lost.
Bro, he was falling.
He was comfortable.
He was uncomfortable.
If my guy didn't come and catch him, he was gonna fall to his death.
He was gonna fall to his death, and it would have been a tie. But he did that intentionally. He was literally, in my opinion, he was
both today.
He was comfortable that entire fight. He let him attack him just to see what he had.
I feel like he got more than he bargained for. I feel like you're right in the sense he could have killed him at any point.
Yeah.
But then I feel like he was like, I want to check. I don't want you to quite. I don't know whether I want to kill you yet or not. I don't know. So he kind of let him do a bit more than he should have, and I feel like he probably got closer to death than he probably wanted to get.
I feel like he was comfortable the entire time. I feel like it's even to that point of he knew the guy was there to catch him. Like, I feel like that's how comfortable he was for this fight. Like, I think he let him get his licks in, because I feel like he wanted to, and he wanted to be able to talk to that, drag the fight out, talk to him, blah, 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 see what he had, and then literally take his best shot, in a sense, and then kill him afterwards to be like, I am better than you. I tanked your shit, and then I killed you. Like, I think like that was his plan, and like, you're nothing, you made our grandfather die, blah, 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 all of this sort of stuff. I feel like that was it. I think he wouldn't have been satisfied if he just came and just killed him. I don't think he would have been satisfied. I think he wanted him to die knowing that I beat you.
I don't think Zenitsu thinks he's better than him. I think Zenitsu thinks he's like, because the whole fight, he's like, me and you were meant to be the ones who kept the thunder breathing going.
Yeah.
Because we are as good as each other. You know all of the, 2 to 5 or 2 to 6 even of the breathing. I know 1. I've mastered 1. You have those down. So we were meant to do this together.
Yeah.
And you just betrayed us, betrayed me, betrayed our grandmaster.
Okay, so maybe not I'm better than you. Maybe I'm going a bit too far. But maybe I'm on your level.
Yeah.
Even if
you
it's
can't
that.
look down on me.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because obviously their entire relationship, my man's been looking down at him. Yeah. So I think he was like, I'm going to tank your shit. Or I'm going to take your shit. And it's going to be painful for me because we're on the same level. But I'm going to hit you with something bad as well. And you're going to not realize we're on the same level. But you weren't taking me seriously enough. Or whatever. You weren't respecting me enough. Which is why you're dead and I'm surviving.
He's a jealous boy though. The other guy.
Yeah.
It's just full jealousy.
It's like, what was that? That's not a...
I knew he favoured you. He taught you something he never taught me. Like, nah, G, I made that shit.
I made it. It's mine.
I was like, yes, you made that.
It just looked like one with extra steps.
Pretty much what it, yeah.
That's all he could,
one a bit better.
do.
Yeah.
He probably just took 1 and added some like other breathing.
Yeah. Some more speed, some more breathing and became better. It
does kill me though. Sometimes like demons' heads dissolve so slowly, and sometimes it's like instant.
Yeah,
like Akaza when his head goes towards the end, quick,
instant.
This guy falling for ages. Monologue.
I lost.
The siblings, the siblings in the entertainment district have a full on conversation.
Oh yeah,
they're off over there screaming at each other while these lot are trying to recover, and then they run over. They're still just there screaming at each other and stay for a minute.
Yeah, it's so funny.
But I think it's about their like how much they've given up, like. Because Akaza was like fully done. He just wanted to be dead.
Oh yeah.
And so he just went like
that. No. Not at that point.
I'm talking about when he gets beheaded.
When he first got beheaded.
And then it
was the opposite. He was like, I do not want to die.
Yeah.
Oh, when he first was beheaded and his head
grabbed his head. He's like,
Tanjiro beheads him.
He held the head on.
His head goes poof. He holds the head on later.
That was later, wasn't it? Yeah.
No,
it was first. He held the head on first.
He held the head on first. Sorry, yeah.
And then they behead it.
And then they try to reattach it, and then they behead it again. My man kicks it, or throws the sword or whatever.
Yeah.
To hit him again, and when he throws the sword, it goes poof, like poof, pretty much. And then he
closes up.
He just keeps fighting.
Yeah.
I think I need a damn head. I need eyes to see.
Literally. I don't need anything. I'll regrow it. It's fine. Don't worry about that.
But yeah, that fight was good. Nice and quick, I think. I think that was good.
Yeah.
And then obviously we just rolled into pretty much everyone running around.
That's what people were saying. The guy who saved Zenitsu is the MVP of the movie. That's what people on Twitter were saying.
For what?
For saving Zenitsu and then backing him up when the guy was giving him medical care and he was like there like, we need he's like, no, not that guy, the one who the short hair was only saved him, wasn't he? Not him, the other one who was
the one from the spider arc.
Was he in
the forest? Yeah. Zenitsu and Tanjiro and Inosuke meet him in the spider arc. That guy. Do you remember that guy?
No.
I remember him.
He does the water breathing in the movie.
Oh, and he does. Oh, he beheads the demon when my man's like helping Zenitsu.
Yeah, and they were like a little banter between them.
I was like, go on, kid.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, him. Yeah, everyone said he's the MVP of the movie. That's what people on Twitter were saying.
Zenitsu.
Yeah, just for his moment in the movie there.
Do you know? I can't lie. I was literally like, good on you.
I mean, he's the only non-main character Demon Slayer that's done anything.
Yeah.
Or anything special. Like he does the water breathing technique. That's it.
It's like, water breathing technique number 1. Water wheel. I was like, good job. You mastered the basics. Well done.
We talk about the fact that the thing I realized while I was watching this movie, or maybe before when I was just watching Demon Slayer in general, is that all they're doing is just different sword techniques, but they're still calling it out like as a special power.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking about that. In universe, they're just screaming what they're gonna do.
That's what you lot were saying last time, and I was like, "What? Like, it's not. They're not actually just doing water. Like, I thought that they were actually genuinely doing like fire attacks and sword attacks, like war attacks.
That's just animated.
I know it's just anime, but it's just so much funnier because obviously in everything else, at least the thing that they're saying is
projected,
into something that's not really real. I mean, that couldn't happen in the real world.
Yeah.
Like when they're doing fireball jutsu, like you're saying fireball jutsu, and a huge fireball spawns
But you don't
from your
have
mouth.
to say fireball jutsu.
I mean, you don't have to say it, to do it, but they're still doing it.
Yeah.
Like Kamehameha, like he's charging it, he said Kamehameha, and then
Just a key blast.
yeah. But my point
So
is,
when Goku does the Super Dragon Fist.
yeah, that kind of, that's the same principle as Demon
Super
Slayer.
Dragon Fist.
He's just doing a regular uppercut.
Just uppercut.
Or Street Fighter. It was like,
Shoryuken.
Yes. Yeah.
That's not Shoryuken. Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause that's just very standard.
I know it's standard, but when I realized, when I thought about it, I was like, that's just funny.
It's funny when it's not actually a move. They're just doing a sword attack. It's like if they just did a normal slash and it's like slash slash attack. But when you got the effects that we're seeing in my head, I thought, this is what they're actually doing. But if they're not doing that, it's like, why they're not special moves?
I feel like it kills me when it's like when the name is just funny. So like when Neji is doing his 8 palms, 16 palms. I'm like,
30 palms.
He's just calling it out every single time. 64 palms, 128 palms. It's like, oh my days. And he's just putting his hands on you, bro.
But it's sick when he does it. 8 trigrams, 64 palms.
He's weaving through the edge. Yeah. But again, that's just like he's just
poking. He's just poking you know.
Yeah, he's doing the devil finger. But yeah, so then they're all running around. They hear the announcement that Kanroji is dead. That probably came earlier, actually, to be fair. And then Tanjiro and Mr. Giyu, bump into Akaza.
I was triggered by Mr. Giyu because that guy Tanjiro is always shouting this man's name.
What's your name? I'm not telling you my name. What's your name?
I was like, Tanjiro's about to shout that shit. He was like, his name soon. Don't worry, bro.
He's like, thank you for telling me his name. You're an excellent fighter. What is your name? I'm not telling Demon Scum. Mr. Yeah.
I saw a meme of it. I was meant to send it to you, but I wasn't sure if you'd watched it yet, so I couldn't send it. So I can find it.
Yeah, literally jokes like spoiling the name. No privacy. They have a long fight.
Yeah.
It's good.
That fight was like what, an hour or something.
Yeah.
An hour and a half.
Good fight.
I mean, including the back flashback.
Yeah,
like an hour and a half.
So what really happens? They fight. Tanjiro's leveled up. They're glazing him. They're like, oh, he's on the level of a Hashira now. Yeah. You're like, and Akaza's like, oh, you've grown magnificently in such a short time. You weren't even worthy of killing back then, but now. And then they fight some more, and then Tanjiro is trying to put the puzzle pieces together like Isagi.
Yeah, yeah. Because Akaza just has.
Yeah, perfect.
360 vision. Can just see everything. You're attacking him from behind, he will dodge it or block it or whatever.
That's funny.
It's Akaza basically trying to know your name as the anime movie. I saw on Twitter. I was like, oh, that's hilarious, but I don't know if you had watched it yet, so I can't send it until after. Yeah, Akaza was ridiculous. Yeah, I feel like he's just so strong. Like, and him versus
Rengoku.
Yeah.
He didn't still the top.
Yeah.
No, but what I was gonna say is him versus Rengoku. I feel like he didn't use half of the stuff he used in.
No.
So it's like Rengoku wasn't levels, man. I don't know.
I mean, we knew that.
This is 2-on-1.
True.
It's not Rengoku is a levels. This is 2-on-1.
But it dampens it, man. You do have to put it all out to Rengoku.
And also, Rengoku was defending bums. Also, this is what I'm saying. It's a completely different situation. This was two Hashira level Demon Slayers versus one upper 3.
Yeah.
And that was one Hashira level Demon Slayer defending 3 or 4 bums. I think there was Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu, and someone else.
Who was actually physically there though.
They were there too.
No, they were
in the train, weren't they?
Yeah, they
They were still on the train.
Well, I think Inosuke was outside the train, but he was just further away.
Right.
And then Zenitsu and the girl, what's her name, were inside the train.
Okay, fair. Well,
the girl is Tanjiro's sister. What's her name?
Nezuko.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. That's it. That's the other person I was thinking of. Yeah, so he's having to fight a certain way so that Tanjiro doesn't get hurt. He might have had more in the chamber, but he's like, I can't use this power around Tanjiro because he might get the blast might be too strong. So that's what I'm saying. So we can't hold him to that.
Fair.
We can't hold him to that. He did what he needed to do. He held off Akaza until the sun came up.
Well,
That's what he needed to do.
Rengoku was obviously strong, but the Hashira at this point now are stronger than he was.
True,
then.
that's also a good point. They did the training arc
Yeah.
and they got stronger.
So even two Hashira at that point they are getting washed by it.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
I mean, them two would have got washed by Akaza if he didn't kill himself. Like,
True, that's true. He was about to wrap them up. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, he literally was about to wrap them up and then was like, nah, I don't want to live anymore. I thought he was going to do a turn and go and help them fight Muzan. He's like, I want to kill Muzan now. I thought he was going to do something like that, but
I don't think he can.
I mean,
Can the demons under Muzan to go against him? Because I feel like the demons that aren't the two, the boy and the woman, I feel like they're not from his lineage, are they?
they all are. He's the.
No, I think she broke away. Sorry, she broke
away.
To break away, and then obviously my man broke away as well.
And then obviously Nezuko's broken away as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible, but it's probably highly unlikely that a member of the Kizuki would, because of how much blood they
of
have.
his, they have, yeah.
It's like just such a strong link to him that he would be able to break away. But I mean, killing himself is going against his master's will, so maybe he would be able to also.
True.
But yeah, that fight was good. It was long. It was very long.
It was good. So Tanjiro's keeping up, and then he's stepping back. And why does he step back again? Because my man gets the mark, innit? And then that's when Tanjiro has the time to kind of figure it out.
Yeah, so he can like kind of keep up with Akaza by himself for a piece.
Yeah. And
then Tanjiro is trying to figure out how Akaza is able to sense him when he's like attacking him from behind.
Yeah.
And so he steps back to just think about that for a while. Mm-hmm. And then he figures out that he can. I don't even remember what it was in the end.
He figures it out.
It's like fighting spirit.
It's fighting spirit. Yeah,
he can sense the fighting spirit.
I was like, oh yeah, I forgot fully. Like he just loses his fighting spirit to fight him. Like he's moving like ultra instincts.
He's invisible. Yeah,
pretty much, yeah, literally that. And then there's something that he learned from his dad back in the day.
Yeah,
when he kills the
bear.
Mm. And then to be fair, Tanjiro holds up Akaza quite well, because even when Gyu gets like kicked away or something, innit? Like, through all the walls, and he comes back. I don't appreciate that. Yeah, but yeah. So then, Gyu gets his mark, and he's going ham. Tanjiro figures it out from his dad, like when he's thinking back to his dad killing the bear, and how he had no malicious intent, and he learns to do it immediately because anime logic.
Yeah.
And so Akaza licks off a bloody barrage and a barrage assault in like 360 directions.
Yeah.
360 degrees.
Almost killed everyone.
What's it called? Gyu seemed like he was struggling to defend and block it. Tanjiro was just weave.
He was still getting hit.
Was he?
Yeah, because after that he's like close to. That's like
the main. That's why he was.
Oh yeah, that's
that
the main thing. Yeah. But he was still.
He was weaving.
He was moving. That's what I'm saying. It was like fully
Ultra instinct. Yeah.
And then
shouts.
And then Akaza's like, oh, Tanjiro. No, Akaza's like, Tanjiro's dead. He has such good potential. And Gyu's like, what?
That guy's right behind you.
And then he's like, he does the Naruto. It reminded me so much of when Sasuke's fighting Haku and he's in the ice. It's very good against Naruto. And Naruto sneaks out and Kakashi's like, great, now from outside they can attack, coordinate the attacks, one outside, one inside. And it's like, I just snuck in here.
Oh, you idiot.
To save you. So like, oh my days. You had the element of surprise and you just came in and ruined it. And he's like, Akasa, I'm going to behead you.
Oh my god.
It's like, why did you do that, guy?
I did see a theory that does make sense. In that if Tanjiro didn't do that, Akaza probably doesn't see the light. Because he had to lose honorably in order for the turn to happen. If Tanjiro just managed to, in a sense, bewilder him and behead him in a sneak attack, he firms up and he just stays demon and regenerates his head and becomes a bigger menace than he already was.
Big menace.
Whereas Tanjiro announcing it and then still beheading him cleanly, fair and square, in open combat.
Yeah.
And then reminding him of his past and all of that sort of stuff is what was needed for Akaza then to obviously let himself die.
Yeah.
Which I was like, fair.
That makes sense.
That's a good point. They
say it as well. It's like scar on the back is a swordsman's shame. So maybe it's a honorable thing of I'm not gonna stab you in the back. That's not what swordsmen do. So I'm gonna have to. You face me up and then.
That's such a good saying. A scar on the back is a swordsman's shame.
It comes from Zoro.
God damn it! He got you. He got you.
Got him.
You know, I never said One Piece didn't have any good dialogue. In 1,000 episodes, you're gonna have 1 or 2 good dialogues.
No, they say it in a lot of things, but it's one thing. Sorry, they say it in a lot of things.
Sure, I heard it Afro Samurai.
They said it in something else I was watching recently, where it's something similar. Yeah, same thing. Like you can't stab. You're a swordsman. You can't stab them in the back. Like they said it in a lot of things.
Yeah. It's a good thing I'm not a swordsman, bro.
I gotta get the win, bro.
I'm
like W's only, bro. It doesn't matter how I get them, mate. Jokes. Yeah. Actually, Bez, let me ask you this question. This is a question me, Cam, and like my family were playing a game ages ago. Cam, you might remember this. Would you rather be... What am I going to say?
Would you rather be the worst player on the best team or the best player on the worst team?
The best player on the worst team, I think.
Oh my days.
Yeah, and that's what I said too.
You man ain't winners. You man are not winners.
Nah, imagine being the worst player in the best team. Yeah, it'll be so jarring. Like everyone's just gonna be looking at you like, come on, bro.
I'm gonna be Thanasis Antetokounmpo sitting on that bench and watching my brother Giannis do bits. I do not give a damn. I'm on the team. I go to the practice. What were you saying the other day? Our paychecks are paid by the same organization.
Yeah, it's true.
I was there. Like,
no, I'm assuming you're playing.
Huh?
I'm assuming you have to play.
Okay, I can play, and we're winning. What do you mean?
But you're a hinder every time they give you the ball. You're dropping it, and then brother has to come and save you.
Being the worst player on the best team doesn't mean you're necessarily even bad. You're just not as good as everyone else.
That's true.
It doesn't mean you're a hindrance. Like,
okay, fair.
I'm still me. I'm still Yells. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna be a hindrance. Like, come on, man. Believe in your people.
Okay, fair.
And just because you're the best player on the worst team, you could be hot garbage.
Fair. Okay.
Yes, you
That's
can be
a
garbage and you can be
Your
good on both
your
sides.
team is rubbish. Just because everyone else is a 40 overall and you're 45 overall.
okay. When you put it into that context,
But that's fine. That's fine. If you're the MVP of your team, you're still the MVP of your team, regardless of how bad you actually are. If you're the best player of your team, you're acknowledged as the best player of your team.
you're still carrying.
Every day you're going to be hearing sad narrative music. That's just going to be your life.
I don't know if I don't know how happy I am with my life if I'm like never having a moment.
You're still
We're winning all the
narrative
time,
music.
but I had never have a moment. What's the point?
You have your shot and you miss it. You're still
play
sad
for-
narrative
You
music.
play for 20 years. You play for your whole career. You never have a moment. No one ever says you're that guy.
Do you know what? Yeah.
You have all these trophies. I'll look at those trophies and cry.
Literally.
That's wild. Do you know how many professional athletes there are out there that have been the worst player on their team and are just cracked? Literally just absolutely like their resumes are ridiculous.
Oh, yes, I'm sure there are a lot.
Like there was that guy that went for 82 points combined with Kobe one time. Kobe scored 81, he scored 1.
But then that's like a meme now. You're memed. You're like,
I don't care. I was there.
I got one.
I got one. What's it called? I was there when Kobe scored 81 points and it wasn't on me. You just got 81 points against me. It's like, what's it called? Flipping. Also, when you think about it, one of Jordan's championships, Michael Jordan's, to keep the basketball thing, Steve Kerr shot the winning shot. You got Michael Jordan. You got Scottie Pippen. You got Dennis Rodman. You got all these Steve Kerr, bro.
Yeah, but Steve Kerr's the baller. There's probably way worse people than him on that team.
He was a bench player.
Yeah.
Maybe not the worst player in the organization at the time, sure. But he weren't no one. He was just some guy that came off the bench and shot some threes. He literally just come off the bench, play 10 minutes, shoot a couple threes, and then sit back down. that was his role.
If he's getting the threes, that's a pretty important role.
Not in the 90s, it wasn't. Now, yes, for sure.
Okay.
In the 90s, no.
Why not?
Because they were like, why shoot a low percentage shot when you can shoot a high percentage shot? In the 90s, they were like, get as close as you can. Because the closer you are, the more likely the ball is to go in.
Okay.
Nowadays, it's like...
Change the game then.
Steph Curry changed the game. Now
Steve Kerr was the father. He changed the game.
He wasn't the first person to shoot a free, my guy.
He was the bench player coming in to shoot threes.
There was many players who were doing that at the time, but that's why they were bench players, because the only thing they were good at was the 3-point shot. But also they were only still shooting about 40%. So like they would still miss more threes than they scored. So sit on that bench because you're too small to get closer and score like Michael Jordan, who was taking 2-pointers and hitting like 60% of them or so.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, a higher percentage chance of scoring. So it's better. But nowadays it's like, it's a lower percentage. We realized it's a lower percentage chance of scoring, but you get more points. Well, not we realized that, but like
there's more and more prevalent.
It's more prevalent, and now they're like, okay, like maybe chucking up 1,000 threes is maybe more beneficial than trying to, run into this 7-foot demigod standing underneath the basket to try and get a layup.
See, imagine you're that 7-foot demigod under the basket. People are, I don't want to run into you. They have to shoot threes around you because your team's bad, but you're there like, no one's coming past me. But your team, they're getting it past, but you're there, no one's coming past me.
Do you know what it is, yeah? The question is, would you rather be like Damian Lillard? Yeah, for a basketball reference.
Yeah.
Would you rather be Damian Lillard or... I can't remember his name. There's a couple of players that are out there that have mad rings that were like bench players.
Yeah.
But let's even use Thanasis. He's only got one. But would you rather be Damian Lillard or Thanasis Antetokounmpo? Your name's going down in the record books as a winner. You won. You have a ring on your finger.
Everyone in the record books, you're a winner, but in grand scheme, no one's going to remember you. I mean, they'll remember you have a ring, but they're not going to remember you as like the guy who won.
Yo, answer that question. Answer that question yourself.
What?
Answer that question yourself.
What's Dame done, bro? He's
answer that
what
question
has
yourself.
Dame done? What has Damian Lillard done? Baller, absolute baller. You right?
Yeah.
Can never take that away from him. Saucy. I enjoy watching him play. So good at basketball. Yeah? One of the best point guards of the last 15, 20 years or whatever, however long. Amazing. However, when it comes down to it, the game is about winning. The game is about winning.
It's about the friends you make along the way.
The friends you make along the way.
You gotta be the one being said that
if we're
person.
thinking like big picture, if you're the worst player on the best team, there's a high chance that you stop being a player on the best team. But if you're the best player on the worst team, you can move up. You can get to better teams.
If we're thinking about it in the long run, yes. But again, it depends on what the team composition is like.
I think that's quite a big factor. If you're
Like,
45 rated either way, but you're on a 90 rated team and then you're 45 rated, or you're on a 40 rated team and you're 45 rated.
That's what I'm saying. If you think about Man City from like a few years ago, maybe not so much now, but from a few years ago, like where like their worst player was like Mahrez or something. Like probably not literally, but may as well have been like type time.
Yeah.
And like whereas anywhere he goes, he's going to be like, or even Grealish wasn't doing too well for them the other day, and he's gone to Everton now.
Yeah, Everton.
And he's probably one of their best players now.
Yeah.
So versus going the other way and being, I guess, Grealish at West Ham.
Aston Villa.
I always get them two mixed. Being Grealish at Aston Villa, and then you move to Man City. You sit on the bench, but you win the league. You either at Villa doing niche, but everyone's like singing your name, round of applause.
What about the self-satisfaction?
Yeah,
I feel like
Man City.
people singing my name is more satisfying than winning a trophy.
And you're the streets won't forget baller.
But
You're
also
Yannick Bolasie. You're Wilfred Zaha. Them man.
But remember, these men were playing for the worst teams. Like Grealish at Aston Villa. Aston Villa was not the worst team in the league.
But Crystal Palace.
We're talking about Burnley, Premier League Burnley from 2012 or whatever year it was, where they got like 4 points. We're talking about being the best player on that team.
It was Derby.
Not Burnley, Derby. Sorry, yes, Derby.
Yeah, so you're like Robbie Savage in that team, who's potential.
Who's a legend for other reasons. We know Robbie Savage for his other playing for Liverpool, whoever else he played.
Yeah.
But if you take away his career and just remember him from that season, you're not remembering Robbie Savage. You're not talking about Robbie. You're not being like, yeah, Robbie Savage when he was playing for Derby in 2012. Streets won't forget. Streets will never forget. No, you're not going to do that.
You might.
I mean, if you're a Derby fan, you might remember.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, no, you won't actually. If you're a Derby fan, you're going to block that season up for the rest of your life.
Hey, right, that season was terrible,
No,
but
if
at
someone
least
tries to come at you
Robbie.
about Derby, like someone tries to come at you about 2012, you'll be like, no, but look at that guy was doing bits.
He wasn't doing bits.
But Robbie Savage scored 12 goals for a team that got 11 points. This is the best year. That's what it will be. Like, there was that for Leicester last season. Liam Delap, he scored like 13 goals and Leicester got relegated. And that's what people said. Liam Delap was a baller. He got 13 goals for a relegated team. Who does that? And then he got signed to Chelsea.
I would rather be... Who would I rather be? I would rather be...
Alex Song in the Barcelona team that won the Champions League, where they were going to Carlos Puyol to give him the trophy, and he walked out like, yeah, this is for me. And then they was like, no, sorry. Come out the way. Him, that's what you're taking over... Let's see.
The answer is yes, by the way.
But you just get embarrassed on live TV.
And you've done nothing towards it.
I still won the Champions
And
League.
everyone will mock you because it's like, why would you even reach for the trophy? You did that.
Literally.
I'm not saying I would be that person because obviously in that situation, I would be more self-aware than that. But I would be Alex Song in that team. Yes. Like I was gonna say, I'm trying to think of Arsenal's bench at the moment.
You can't even say to no one like, "Oh yeah, I won this trophy." They'll be like, "Which way did you win this trophy?" Yeah,
But
sure, you have a
did.
trophy.
You literally
but
did.
not everyone will be like, "Nah, you did nothing though." Well done, you have a trophy, but you did nothing.
You didn't deserve it.
You did
literally
nothing.
did.
You didn't contribute anything to winning this trophy.
No, you do. You could contribute to the culture.
No one
Oh, you
cares.
see?
No one
That's
cares
it.
about that. No one cares about that.
Contribute. I care about that. And
Oh my god.
my teammates would care about that.
Bro,
you contribute to the culture.
Subs that get trophies just off of being a sub on a good team get mocked forever.
They don't.
To be fair, what they do say now is that the third goalkeeper is the best position because you basically get paid to do nothing. And like Scott Carson was at Man City and he was their third goalkeeper that never had to play. And then he's got like 4 Premier League medals because was in the
Part
team.
of the team.
But like, and he's a joke as well. He's a joke because
it's not a respectable position.
it's not.
I feel like there are players who are, for various reasons, are just bench riders who are impactful off the bench just from a perspective of being a good character in training, being supportive on that bench, clapping it up. Whoop, 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 let's go, team.
Do you
The
remember?
large majority of people are not aware of that.
Bro. I barely follow sports and I'm aware of it.
No, so this is a good example then. So do you remember 3 seasons ago when Arsenal should have won the league basically? We were like 50 points by December. We were like storming the league. Saliba got injured and then Rob Holding had to come in and we dived.
Yeah.
Because he's the worst player in the team.
The team's not the best team though.
But we were the best team. At that point when he came in, we were the best team.
Yeah.
And then he came in and then we fell off and City overtook us. We were like 15 points clear of City. So we were by far the best team in the league at that point.
Yeah.
Rob Holding, the worst player in our team, came in and then dipped. That's what you'd be basically.
Again, not necessarily.
But you know, but that's a real life example of
You
it.
might be Mosquera.
No, because Mosquera is not the worst player in the team,
But you don't. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about flaws and
and
ceilings.
we're not the best team at the moment. Liverpool
And
are.
also,
We're talking about flaws and ceilings. The idea is, do you want to be the floor of a team or the ceiling of a team, right? And the way that we can debate this, there's 2 ways we can debate it. We can debate it that being the floor, the floor is so low, or you can be the floor is high. As in, you can be the worst player in the team. If we're talking like ratings wise, you could be the worst player in the team, but you're still at 85 rated. It's just that everyone else is 90s.
Yeah.
Or you can be the worst player and you could be a 45 and everyone else is 90s.
Yeah.
Or you can be the same way you can be the best player and only be 45, or you can be the best player, be 90, but everyone else is 40s.
Yeah.
So we can talk about it in different ways. But for me, anything that I'm playing in, from my perspective, I'm not going to be Rob Holding. I believe in my yay. I'm not going to be Rob
Mr.
Holding.
I could get 7 goals in the Premier League.
This is what I'm saying. I believe in my source. It was 15, by the way.
15 goals. Oh my god, double.
I believe in my yay enough to know that there's no situation where I'm going to be the worst player and I'm going to tank us that badly. It's just not going to happen. Unless it's something like a sport that I've...
Bro, elite football.
No, the question wasn't about elite football. The question is just generic.
It's best team. So we're in this context, we're using elite football, elite basketball, like an elite sport.
It's just whatever you're doing. So it doesn't necessarily... It could just literally be Ealing Sunday League team, like thing. If we just tomorrow went down to Power League somewhere, joined the league.
Yeah.
And I picked one team and you picked the other team and your team was buns and my team was the best. You would rather be in your position than my position.
No, probably not. Because the context changes depending on the question
that's
very
the question.
much.
That's the question though. The question wasn't Premier League football. And again, remember, if you're talking Premier League football, you're a Premier League footballer still.
Yeah,
So
but I've given you a real life scenario of it.
Believe in your source. I think Rob Holding is doing fine. I don't think he when he looks in his millions in his bank account, I don't think he's doing that badly.
No, but you wouldn't either if you're a
Money
Premier League
doesn't bring
footballer
happiness,
as the
though.
best player.
Money doesn't bring happiness. He might just not hate himself. But
Every time he looks back at
be
that season,
disappointed
he
in
might
himself.
really hate himself.
I'm sure Robbie Savage does too when he thinks about Derby 2012.
No, because he can stand with his head held high and be like, I did what I could.
Yeah, I did as
Everyone
much
else
as I
stunk
could.
up the gaff.
That's not how
I did what I could.
That's not how I play team football. I could have a great game And if we lose in embarrassing fashion, I'm embarrassed, regardless of what I did.
Sure,
Yeah,
but you will
100%.
still have the small part of you that's like, I played my best. I did what I could.
Yeah. When you look back on it,
see, you lot aren't real winners. Because me, I'd be like, what more could I have done? What more can
No, but when you would
have,
I did
all
I did-
part of it. Those
You
things
think
still
all that.
there.
I would have been like, I did well, but what more could I have done? I made one
I
mistake.
can't see
No,
what
yeah,
the
you will
positive
think all
thoughts
that.
are. The positive self-thoughts. I can't see what the positive self-thoughts are being the worst player on the best team.
Yeah.
There are positive self-thoughts that you can
It will-
have being the best player on the worst team.
it's just money. That's the only thing. Like I may have been,
Yeah,
I may have
I
been
got
bad,
money, okay.
but
It's not
I
about
got
money.
peace.
You contribute to the team in the way that you contribute. Whatever you do it to the best of your ability. You will feel good about it. I don't understand how this is difficult.
Because I don't know if
If you're the worst player in the starting 11, play your best. If you're the worst player and you don't come off the bench, then do your best in training and like help the players that are going to start on Monday, like with the tactics. If you're I don't know, you're a striker and you're trying to help your defenders because they got a game coming up against a striker who likes to cut right and shoot, then in training, cut right and shoot so they can get some reps against that. Like, do what you can do to
But
assist
don't
the
you
team.
think your thoughts of what can I do better?
And then when in the game, the striker cuts right and the defender's right there, nicks the ball, you're like, it's because we repped that. We worked on that in training.
But there's a difference between you cutting right in training and Haaland cutting right in training. So it's not going to be the same. And then he's going to cut right and get around you and be like, shit, I didn't do cut right enough. I only cut right as much as I could. And
do what you can. You do what you can. Because at that point, you're like a sparring partner.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you're a sparring partner and the person you've been sparring with goes into the fight and wins the fight, you're going to be happy. I contributed to that. Was I in there fighting? No. But I was a part of that journey.
Yeah.
I contributed. It's the same thing to me.
nah. Because
I think sparring is different.
I think
How?
it's different, yeah.
Because
Because it's just sparring is training.
No, because you
have
can...
way more of an impact in that situation, I think.
How?
Because it's a one-on-one between you and the guy that you're sparring with, and there's just so much more to football than fighting. Like the game is so much bigger. Like the context of you training one guy to do one thing is such a minuscule part of the game of
No,
football.
but I'm saying you could be doing so much. Like you're training, you'll be training whatever. You'll be training a plethora of things. It's not just that. That's just one example that I'm giving. You'll be
But
training-
also, if we're saying the worst player on the team, why does that not all come into being the worst player on the team? Why is that now you're saying, okay, cool, I'm bad on the pitch, but I have these good qualities over here.
because my point is you guys are just thinking worst player has to be a 45 out of 100.
No, but it
doesn't
has to be
have
the
that.
worst at everything, basically.
No, that's not what the
But
question
you're not the
says.
worst player then.
You're the worst player on the team. You're not the worst player to ever exist.
No, you're the worst player on the team, but then that means that everyone
Yeah,
else
so
in the
there's
training will have
always
better
someone
personality. You'll still be the worst.
Oh,
with
no, no,
That's
no,
where
no,
you.
no,
That's
no,
where
no,
if you're
no,
because
no,
you're bringing that context into it. all.
If the defender
So
wants to
you-
train
hold
with
on, hold on,
someone,
hold on,
they're not going to pick you to
Hold on,
train
hold on,
with
stop.
because there's someone better than you could do it better.
That's not how training works. Being the worst player of the team does not mean you're the worst person on the team. Because if
Why
you're saying-
not?
if you're saying-
But you're bringing the context in that you can be bring your personality into
Yeah,
it.
if you give
your
other
that's the
qualities to
point.
yourself, then sure.
It's not good. It's not good. If you're the worst, you don't talk about players in that manner. You would never say, "Oh, so and so's rubbish. He's got such a dead personality." That's got nothing to do with the.
But
whether he's good
you're
or not
bringing
at
that
football.
into the fact of him being the worst player on the team. I can be the worst player, but I can also be. But then I'm going to be good in this sense of things. Whereas that should all come into it because you're bringing it. You're putting it all into the context of the overarching
I'm putting
thing.
it into being part of the team. What I'm saying is being part of the team does not always mean that you have to contribute on the pitch. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that your personality or whatever is an attribute necessarily. I'm just saying that just because you're not contributing on the pitch, and we're really kind of using football as a basis of this conversation.
Yeah.
But just because you're not contributing you're not playing, 90 minutes every game, doesn't mean that you're sitting around doing niche. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm saying you can be someone who is a personality in the locker room. You can be someone who trains hard and sets a standard in training. Even if you're not good in training, it could just be work ethic. And so the best players, they're like, you know what? Yells is coming in early, leaving late. Yells is sweating his ass off.
But I think that comes into it as the worst player on the pitch, in the team.
How is that?
Because if let's say, okay, you're coming in early, you're gassing everyone up, you're doing this, then there's someone in there who's not coming in early, who's not doing this, who's not doing that. That's worse than you.
But okay, Bez. So
as a player of the team.
But listen. This is what I'm hearing you say. If I walk into the Galacticos Real Madrid 0102 or whatever it is, yeah? And I walk in there with a great attitude, yeah, coming in early, leaving late, whatever, and R9 walks in, yeah, with a cheeseburger in one hand and a cigarette in another hand,
yeah,
telling the coach to fuck off,
yeah,
and whatnot. I'm not a better player than him. That doesn't make me a better player than him. That might make me a better person.
You're a better player on the pitch. He's a better player on the pitch, but then as a better part of the team, he not necessarily. But that's what you're.
Cam, this is what we're talking about, though. I think when we say worst,
so it is solely being on the pitch.
Team, we're just talking about your attributes in terms of contributing towards winning the sport. I don't think your personality and stuff come into it.
That's what I was about to say. Because if we reframe it as contribution based, so if you're the worst player on the team, you contribute the least to you winning, and potentially
physically.
That's a very different question. Then
I was going to say in general, you contribute the least to the team winning.
But that's.
And if you're the best player on the worst team, you contribute the most to your team doing well.
But Cam, this is not how people talk about sports ever. So when you talk about who's good and who's bad in football, you never bring up whether.
No, but you brought it in.
No, I did because that's my point. No, that is exactly my point. When you talk about who's good and who's bad in football, you don't bring up their personality, you don't bring up their work ethic, you don't bring up those sorts of stuff. You just bring up how they look 90 minutes between the whistles.
Yeah.
That's all you bring up when you're talking about who's good and who's bad. So I'm saying the question about who's good, if you're a good player on the team or you're a bad player in the team, just happens to be regards to what happens within those 90 minutes. Outside of that, you can be the best player on the worst team and have whatever work ethic you want. If you want to be the best player on the worst team and have the greatest work ethic, great. If you want to be the best player on the worst team and have the worst work ethic, also great. I don't think that changes whether you're the best player or not, because when you get on that pitch, you show your quality. Similarly, I'm saying if I'm the worst player on the best team, when I get on the pitch, I might be clearly just the eye test. I'm the worst player on the pitch.
Yeah.
But when we go off the pitch and we're doing all these other stuff, I can have good qualities that contribute. It doesn't have to be because I'm the worst player, I'm also toxic in the locker room. And
it's not even that about having a bad personality. It's about you're saying that you can contribute to the game by doing something off the pitch. But you're still contributing.
Not even doing anything off the pitch spectacular. I'm just saying, show up with a good attitude, support your team. I'm not even. I'm making it look like I'm saying I'm gonna come there and do some special ritual that boosts everyone's attributes by 20 or something. I'm not even saying. I'm just saying, just show up.
That's what it sounds like you're saying. Though. You're gonna cut right, and then that means that when he cuts right, I'm gonna stop it. And then
you're talking about.
I'm saying
directly doing something that affects the game.
Yes, because you
just
do.
being off the pitch.
But my point is, if you're on the team, you're gonna be involved in preparing for the game, regardless of whether you're rubbish or not. So
I'm saying be bad at that also.
But again, the question isn't
or the
bad.
worst at that also. Not
but
bad
again, you might be technically the worst, as in if. Again, we use an example of cutting in or whatever. If you're cutting in, maybe every other player on the team would be able to do a sharper cut in or whatever. But you can still do something.
Yeah, but
that's my point.
I get your point, but my point is that I don't want to be that guy being like, okay, cool. I'm gonna try and help. I'm gonna try and train with this guy and see if we can run this drill.
Yeah.
But I know that someone else could do this better than me. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that's like, I'm the best that can do this. Let's run it now because I know that I'm gonna we're gonna have this. This is gonna be good reps for you because I know I'm the best person here that can run this drill with you. That's what I want to be. And then when we go on the pitch, I want to be the guy who's scoring the goals or making the plays or whatever.
You have, for me, you guys have a lack of imagination because for me, there's a number of things that I think of when I hear this question. Right, one. I think I'm not going to be that bad. I might be the worst. I'm not going to be that bad. The way you guys are taking it is that you're just going to be
not even that.
That's how I initially took it, as in the worst. You're the worst person in the team, or you're the best person in the team, and that's like doesn't matter.
I'm like if we're a winning team, everyone else might be prodigy, spectacular, whatever.
Yeah.
I may not be on their level, but I might be Kuroko. That might be exactly who I am.
I'm not even thinking that I'm the worst player to ever play the sport. I'm just thinking that I'm the worst player in the team. Even if I'm still good, I can be like, okay, cool. If I was on another team, I'll be the best player on the team. But I'm not on another team. I'm on this team, and everyone else is better than me. And I don't feel like I might be doing my best, and I probably will be doing. I will be doing my best.
Yeah.
But I know that my contributions aren't as impactful as other players on the team, and therefore, I'm not necessarily happy with myself.
Okay, that's fair. So you wouldn't want to be Kuroko in the Generation of Miracles?
But you wouldn't be Kuroko because Kuroko wasn't the worst player on the team.
He was the worst player on the team.
Nah, probably that tiger guy was the cat guy. He was probably the worst player.
Generation of Miracles team.
Oh, okay.
So before the series starts. Super subs, super 6-man. You wouldn't want to do that. I would enjoy.
There was the guy who came back as Kuroko 2.0. He was probably worse than Kuroko. With the grey hair, and he
didn't play with Generation of Miracles.
He didn't he? Because wasn't he on the team, and then that's when, what's his name? Akashi kicked him off because he was just a delinquent basically, and then he brought him back into the next team.
I don't remember that.
Do you know what I'm talking about? That he came into.
I remember he played for Akashi's middle school team.
Yeah.
In the finals.
Yeah.
And then there was this whole thing about how they had a backstory. I just don't remember what the backstory
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in the Generation of Miracles as like the reserve for the starting, and then the Kuroko came in and took his spot. And then that's when he kind of he just basically turned bad.
Yeah.
And then he just left because Akashi kicked him out.
Okay. So you wouldn't want to be that guy?
Nah.
My point is, realistically speaking, disregarding that guy, because who knows who that guy is. The question is really about being someone like Kuroko. Just someone who comes in, feels...
Or would you be Papa?
Absolutely not. There you go.
Papa was a G. He was a G.
There you go. That answers the question. Actually, I would 100% be Kuroko, who just comes in, does what I can do. I can't even shoot the ball, but I pass. So I just pass. Do what I can do. We win, rather than being Papa and losing.
But you're a gangster. The thing is, Kuroko did a lot, and that's why I feel like it's the how much can you actually do in that best team? That's the thing. Is if you can
Kuroko didn't do a lot. If we're talking literally purely Generation of Miracles, I'm not talking
Generation of Miracles.
Kagami.
No, Generation of Miracles.
I'm talking because that's the type of level that we're talking about. The best team.
Yeah, Generation of Miracles. He did a lot.
He passed the ball.
Yeah, but they brought him in solely to do that because they needed someone who could do it. No, but they wouldn't have brought him in if he wasn't doing anything.
But again, it doesn't matter how good he is at doing what he's doing. He's clearly the worst out of the 6 of them.
Yeah, but he contributed a lot though. And if that's
the worst,
if that's what you're saying,
not proving my point, Cam.
What?
He literally just said, "Oh, he contributed a lot," and I'm like, "Yeah, as the worst player on the team."
But then this is the thing though, that there's very much different context to the question, because if you're Kuroko and you're contributing a lot to the team, to the best team, then that's fine. Yeah, of course you're going to want to do that.
That's my point.
But if you're Rob Holding,
that's why I said,
and if you're Rob Holding, you're part of the best team. You come in and tank the team.
That's why I said it's an imagination thing where we're imagining this scenario differently, because I'm not thinking I'm going to be Rob Holding. I'm thinking I'm going to be Kuroko. I'm not thinking I'm going to come in and we're just going to fall off a cliff. I'm thinking I'm going to come in and I'm going to play my role and I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure that we remain the best team. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking that I'm going to make the thing fall off a cliff. I'm thinking I'm gonna play my part. I'm gonna play my position.
Fair, yeah.
And we're gonna be good.
If that's
And I'm
the
like,
way we
whatever-
can think,
whatever-
we can take it in that context, and that's very different.
Yeah, and yes, I'm not gonna be the superstar in the team. No matter how good I might be, even if I'm a 90, if everyone else on the team is 99s, I'm obviously not gonna be the superstar in the team.
Yeah.
I'm maybe not gonna get the plaudits and whatever. When people say, "Oh, they won because of X, Y, Z," when they won, they might be talking about this player or that player, not me, because they're better than me or flashier than me or whatever it is. But that's fine. I'll know that I contributed to this.
When we first talked about this, you and everyone else were talking about being a bench warmer and not doing anything.
I also think being a bench warmer, you can do stuff from the bench. Like I've been saying, you do your work in training. You do your work on the bench.
If that's the case, then I'll be the best person. If it's the case I'm Kuroko, I'm taking Kuroko.
Yeah.
But if it's the case I'm being the worst, I'm being on the bench, I come on and I get 10 minutes and it's not a great 10 minutes because you're the worst player in the team.
Garbage time in basketball when it's like the game's
the game's done, you're coming on, you're not doing anything, like, and then then you're contributing in training. Then I don't think that's what, because I feel like even in the case of, like you said, about when you're the best player, you're gonna think back and be like demoralized about it because you're like, what more could I have done to driven the team on, sort of thing. You're gonna think the same thing as the worst player. What more can I do can I ever make the team? What can I do to?
This is another thing that I was thinking as well. Like obviously this is taking it beyond the confines of what the question is asking, but I'm like, realistically speaking, these things are never set in stone. And if I'm on the best team with the best players or whatever, and I'm training with them day in, day out, whatever, I feel like you have to believe in your source, believe in your yay that you can actually...
Yeah, you're going to get better, yeah.
You're going to get better. Whereas when you're just surrounded by bums dragging them along, like, chances are you're just going to blow your ACL. You're back from carrying these people for so long. Like, I feel like it's... So again, I feel like that's just a more advantageous position to be in, just from that perspective as well.
Yeah, in that sense of things as well. Yeah. So I feel there's context for both of them. I feel like
the thing is, I understand it. In life, I've been probably the best player on a bad team more often than I've been the worst player on a good team. Just in sports, just any situation you could probably think of.
Yeah.
There's been mad times when I'm looking around and I'm like, I'm the best person here, with regards to whatever we're doing. Whether it's a quiz, whatever. There's mad times when I'm like, oh, brother, it's going to be rough. With more times than I've been like, oh, I'm about to get carried. And I can tell you, it's just not fun. when you're looking around like, oh, God, I got to do all of this? It's just... I
don't know, man. When I think about playing, if I think about it in the context of playing games...
Yeah. It's sinking in. It's sinking in. It's literally sinking in. He literally
like, oh, wait a minute.
He was like, wait a minute.
The thing is, when I reflect back on it, I'm more likely to remember the times when I'm the best player on a bad team than a bad player on a good team. Not from frustration, off of just me remembering me having just good moments and being able to look at myself and be like, well, I did everything I could. Yeah. And the rest of these people they didn't pull their weight. Yeah. But I did everything I could, and I know that I was on form that day. And then when I think about the games where someone, like, I'm doing nothing and everyone's just carrying me through, I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, I won, which is great, but also I'm so bad. And then I just wiped that from my memory.
Playing League of Legends, for example, I can remember, this is one of the few games that I've actually been dragged in, obviously, because this is one of the... And I remember for a fact having a blast being the worst player with a great team over the few occasions where I was the best person. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is going to go horribly. And then it went horribly, and it was just... I did what I can. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I go into the thing. I defeat the beast or whatever in the middle of the thing, so I can get the buff and all of this sort of stuff. And I'm like, come on, people, like, come on, let's get this stuff going. But
the thing that changes it for me is, like, if I'm the best player on a bad team, but then also we win because of my contribution, then I feel great.
Yeah.
If I'm a bad player on a good team, and my team are doing what they can, but we still lose.
I was going to say that,
me, then I feel terrible. And even in a situation where we win, I still feel slightly bad because I know that I didn't put... Like, I'm happy that we won. obviously. But throughout the game, I'm not feeling great because I'm not playing well. And then
Again,
after we win, I'm
yeah.
still thinking back on how, like, there's so much more I should have been doing, and why was I playing so bad? But if I'm
but this is what I'm saying. Worst does not mean bad. It does not mean you won't play well. There's a lot of things that it doesn't mean. Like, you guys are both. I think when you both are here worst, you're automatically translating that into form. So, like, you're taking a kind of a description of ability and translating that into necessary form. You can be not a great football player and play reasonably well and not make any silly mistakes or whatever. You might not do anything. You might just be passing the ball around the back and not do anything necessarily great. But it's nothing that you're like, I was so rubbish. I dragged the team down. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case. It just might be that you receive the ball and you look up, and then, you know, you might not pick out the pass. You might not see the pass that someone else might see, but you keep possession. It's not. You don't have to be the guy that takes the touch and the ball goes 10 feet away. You can be the guy that just takes a touch, makes a simple pass, keeps possession, doesn't do anything necessarily flashy or anything necessarily impressive. That's just one way of doing it. I don't think I would be that person. I would probably still try, but go on.
In that scenario, and a lot of the scenarios you're putting forward, I don't see how you can say there's an objectively a worse player on the team. I'm like, in that scenario, the team is good and therefore they win, and no one would say, okay, that person is the worst. Like,
because you don't do anything. Like, in the scenario I just said, you're not doing anything. If all you're doing if you're playing, say you're playing CDM, let's say, and all you're doing is you receive the ball, and every time you receive the ball, you spray it out to the left back or the right back. If that's all you do, people will 100% say you're the worst player in this team. Regardless if you never lose possession, you never do. If that's all you do on the ball is spray it out to the left or to the right, people are going to say you. And everyone else at the right back is bombing forward, dribbling, whatever, whipping the ball in. You know, every other midfielder is pushing the ball forward, making plays, going past people will say you're the worst player.
You say that, but then, like, statistically, you won't be the worst player on the team.
What does that
I feel like if other people are like losing possession,
your pass completion will be higher than everyone else's. Your retention of the ball will be higher than everyone else's.
I test. Come on.
Even if we think about it in the context of
because that would be one of the. Sorry, Cam. Before you say that, that would be one of the things where someone on Twitter would put it up that would make that argument. It'd be like, "Oh yeah, this player's better than De Bruyne." But people would immediately be like, "You're an idiot." And then people will be trolling and the joke, and agendas will be made for whoever's playing on whoever's team or whatever. There will be agendas. Yeah, it will be funny. But anyone who has a serious conversation would be like, obviously De Bruyne washes this guy every single day. So just
no, but then like that's the thing, like, because if we just, it's like, again, there's more like context onto it. Because if it's statistically, you're not the worst player on the pitch. Like eye test wise, you may be because you're not doing anything.
I don't think statistics,
but you're ticking over, so you are doing something.
I don't think statistics are how players should be judged.
It's both.
I think it's a tier. It's like a tier. First, you judge a player on the eye test, and then after you kind of go through the general eye test vibes part of it, you then can move on to statistics.
Yeah.
So, for example, you can look at two players. You can look at De Bruyne and Odegaard, let's say, and you can eye test and be like, they're in the same ballpark. Who's better? Let's look at some stats.
Yeah.
I feel like if you eye test two players and they're in completely different ballparks, there's no point comparing the stats. It doesn't matter what his stats look like. But eye test says they're not even the same league.
No, but you're a CDM. Compare you to Declan Rice or something.
Same thing.
Probably doing a similar job, ticking things over, move the ball sideways, move the ball a bit forward.
I'm not scoring no free kicks like Declan Rice scored.
No, you're not.
That's what I'm saying.
But
so
you're not losing the ball. You're not.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're saying we're doing the same thing, if say me and Declan Rice, right? I pass the ball to the left back to the right back. He passes the ball to the left back to the right back, which I don't think he does. But let's say
he's not like West Ham Declan Rice. Let's say because now he's more of an 8. So,
but let's say whatever, he's passing the ball left back, right back, whatever. Let's say we both do that, but also he's taking corners and getting assists that way. He's whipping free kicks against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That's still my eye test. If I'm not doing that, and you can say, oh, in open play, maybe you can say in open play they do very similar things, but he's clearly a better player because
he's better at set pieces, yeah.
But that makes you better. If you're better at set pieces,
but you're better at set pieces. But then on the ball, you're better because you're not losing the ball. He makes a pass that loses the ball.
I'm not saying I never lose the ball. I'm not saying the point is that I never lose the ball. I'm saying the point is that I don't necessarily. I'm not picking out.
No, but you're playing it safe, so you're not. You shouldn't lose the ball.
I'm saying I'm playing it. Hey, you never know. I'm saying I'm playing it safe, and I'm not the guy that's going to try and ping the 30-yard pass.
Yeah.
Or what. I'm not trying to. That's not my game. I'm not going to try and do that. I'm just going to retain possession. Like do what.
In my opinion, in this for this hypothetical to work. The only way I can't, I'm never going to be on your side. I think about it, I'm never going to be on your side. Because in my head, for you to be the objectively worst player on the team,
you have to be bad.
You don't even have to be bad. You have to contribute negatively to the outcome of the game.
I just don't think that's what that word means.
But that's how I see it. Like,
I know, and that's what I'm saying. But my point is, like, it's one of those things where...
Like not even like
for example,
really negatively, but like you have to be like whenever you touch the ball, like people are looking at you sketchy.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like we would rather you don't touch the ball, okay, because you might fuck you up.
But look, this is how I view it. For example, I was looking at I have like stocks, investments and stuff. And I was looking at my investments the other day. I've invested in like 4 or 5 different products. All 5 of them have gone up. But one of them is the worst performing because it's gone up by like 1% or 2%. That is not bad. That's still positive contribution to my overall portfolio. Mm-hmm. But it's the worst performing one. I'm saying it is very possible, or in my opinion, how I hold myself and the standard that I hold myself to is that I 100% believe that I would try to be that 1%, 2% grower next to 10%, 20%, 30%. Whatever that 1%, 2% looks like, that's what I'm trying to be. Versus being also possible, if we're talking about the inverse, going down by negative 10%, negative 20%, and you're like, well, I'm only negative 3%. So I'm the best performing thing in this portfolio. I'm like, I wouldn't want to be that. So I'm like, I'm holding my, even being the 1%, 2%, or you might even be 1%, 2% in next to negative 20, negative 30. You're the same player or the same thing. But I'm just saying, that's
how I think about it. I'd think about it where you're the 1%, you're the 1% positive and everyone else is negative. And then on the other side, you're the 1% negative and everyone else is positive. Where you're like a minor inconvenience on the team. You're still like, you're doing all right, but you're a minor inconvenience on the team, but everyone else is doing so well that it doesn't matter, and you're still winning.
I'm just not going to think of myself that way.
I'm not even thinking of myself that way. I can't put myself in the scenario because I would never be I would never want to be, I mean, yeah. I don't. It's not even that I'm thinking that I would be that bad on the team. That's just how I view the scenario, and therefore I have to put myself on the other side of it. Like I'm not even saying that I would be that bad. I would probably be like you if I was in the situation. But when I think about
you have to put yourself in the situation. So to me,
I can't. Yeah.
To me, worst it can be your negative drain. But that's just not inherently what that word means. And I don't think inherently that's what the question is even asking. I think the question is just asking, you're surrounded by people who are better than you. I think that all the question is asking is you're surrounded by people who are better than you, or you're surrounded by people who are worse than you. Which team would you rather be a part of? So I think even if you take away the worst and the best, just either A, everyone in the locker room is better than you at whatever activity you're doing, or B, everyone is worse than you at whatever activity that you're doing. It doesn't say anything to necessarily your ability. Either you're surrounded by people better than you at this or worse than you at this. What would you rather be? And for me, I think in most scenarios, I would rather be around people who are better than me at what we're doing, because I think there's just more upside to that situation than being around people who are worse than me at it. That's how I think of it. Anyway. But anyway, big tangent. I don't think we even finished the Demon Slayer
We did
conversation.
No.
Really. Yeah, I don't remember.
We covered Tanjiro cutting Akaza's head off and then just around there. Yeah,
we've spoken about how that fight ends.
most of it. Yeah, he's put
we've
his head
spoken
back
around
on.
it.
Yeah,
they get his head off. He get a whole backstory, and then he kills himself. That's it. Really.
That's
Yeah.
and then Tanjiro and Giyu, Tanjiro's collapsed completely, and Giyu is on his knees, passed out.
Yeah.
Which I love when they do that shit in anime. Like if he was really passed out, he would have fell. You don't stay upright, passed out. But fair enough. Yeah, that's the end of that movie. I don't know. What's the time? Should we?
10-1.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's just rock and roll straight into the watch list. We did have other things planned, but the way how this that tangent went.
So many tangents.
Yeah.
The watch list.
We'll just rock and roll straight into the watch list. It's only been a week, so I don't think people have watched much anyway. But
Yeah,
who wants to
nah.
go?
Obviously, I've Demon Slayer, and then I've been watching House, and that's pretty much it.
Demon Slayer also Gen V season 2 just started.
Oh, how is it?
It's very good.
I need to start
enjoying
it.
I haven't even watched season 1.
You
Damn.
need to. You've watched season 4 of or whatever of.
The Boys. Yeah, I'm up to date on The Boys, but I haven't watched Gen
You
V
need
yet.
to watch Gen V, bro. It's really good.
Yeah, I was meaning to start it last night, and I was like, I'll start it tomorrow, and I didn't start it.
Yeah, I watched all 3 episodes a day, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm so sad that it's weekly. Because, yeah, they've dropped 3 episodes and then you just have to
And
wait.
then weekly,
long.
Bro, just drop it all at once.
Isn't it?
But yeah, that's all I've watched.
I've really not been watching much. I watched the first 2 episodes of Gachi Gachi
Gachiakuta.
Gachi. Do you know what? I didn't love it, but
I know.
we'll see. I mean, it's only 2 episodes.
Wait,
Really
how
good.
does episode 2 end? Or what happens in episode 2?
He uses the power properly for the first time, and he becomes the giver?
Yeah,
Is that the
that
word?
sounds right.
Is that the term? I think it's something like
Yeah, something like that. Oh, that episode was funny when the man was chasing with the poo stick. That was hilarious. I'd be dying.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, I'm like, well, we'll see how it goes.
So if you don't like it by that, I don't know if you'll like it because
No.
I haven't watched much more. I think I'm on like episode 4 or something.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it from episode 1. And I don't think it.
I feel like episode 1 was okay. Episode 2, I was a bit like, oh.
Mm,
And then I feel like it just depends on where the story kind of goes and what the. I get. It sounds like it's going to be a battle type situation. So what the battles are going to look like. and
Yeah.
stuff. I feel like I just need to see how that goes because I feel like I can get roped into it, but I feel like the world is not grabbing me at the moment. I think that's my problem. But
I think their power, the way they get their powers is interesting.
the way they get their powers,
As in, like, the giver of it all, where it's like an important object to them, has like a soul, and then they said that, right?
no.
Oh, my
But
bad.
also, I'm trying to reconcile that by the fact that he was attached to a chain. I'm like, they just attached him to this chain 2 seconds ago. So how is that an important object to him? And then they got him out of the chains
It's
when
not the chains.
yeah, they
changed.
they explain it more.
I was like,
I feel like they.
I'm sorry. I thought they. I
No, I
thought
feel like they
explained
mentioned it.
in
They
episode
touch
2.
on it a bit, but then I feel like they.
no, they don't. They don't really. Like he, what's it called?
Because didn't the guy say about his umbrella?
The guy says about his umbrella. What did he say about his umbrella again? Maybe I'm forgetting.
And then the other guy who was chasing with the plunger, he was talking about his sword as well, and that was what he was saying when he came up.
Maybe I'm just forgetting because I thought they were just kind of like the fact that because they were like, oh, how did they were like he did it with multiple objects, and like the guy was like, oh, that's like not common or something.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, I just use this umbrella because it's obviously special to me because blah 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 blah. And then I guess maybe they did explain that it's meant to be something that's special to you. I thought he was just saying, I can only use this and it's special to me because XYZ. Yeah, but whatever. But anyway.
It's also just Fullbringers from Bleach.
Yeah,
It's the same thing. But I feel like they're doing it better than they did. I mean, I guess that arc was just terrible, but their powers were pretty interesting still.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've watched really. I've just been playing Cyberpunk 2077 again, really. That's what I've been doing most of my time. So yeah, that is us. So yeah, that's us for another 2 weeks. Well, for us, it'll be 3 weeks. It's going to be, I think it's probably the longest gap between recording sessions that we've done.
I think so, probably, yeah.
Wild. But yeah, enjoy Cardiff, mate.
Thank you.
We'll catch us back here in 2 weeks' time. In the meantime, make sure you hit us up on social media at 5 Letters Podcast everywhere. And yeah, we'll be back for episode 131. Peace out.
The 5 Letters Podcast.